Welcome there, traveler. Please, take a seat, grab a drink, and enjoy the Sunday session.
Previously, the gang, having solved all the problems in Valaki, moved onward toward a village of elves who may hold a key for salvation in these dark lands. Gift baskets were made and presented to the tribe, with Narlag creating much confusion and horror in the process. They spoke to the elven leader, a wizened Melf named Casimir, who requested to aid them in
Keep going.
who requested to aid them in traversing the temple. After breaching the doors and scouting ahead, our heroes were ambushed, losing one of their own. In the midst of the fight, most of the enemies were far from reach, leading Ulrich, the dashing paladin, to charge headlong into a room full of challengers. Will our heroes make it out alive? Will they get some sweet, sweet loot? Will Ulrich unlock the title of Jenkins? Find out this week on Sunday Sessions!
Do you need a lozenge then?
No, I'm actually quite fine.
At least I get chicken.
Ulrich would misquote that.
So something occurred to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to speak ill of the dead, but I looked at the stats for a gazer, and the intelligence level of a gazer does not imply the level of conversation we were getting out of Dave.
So Gazers also in the book can't talk.
Yeah.
Ryan and I discussed this, that Dave was special.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also, the variant rule that we were using where I have to make additional packs in order to be able to summon him properly is what allows me to have the proper channeled vision constantly.
Rather than being blind and deaf while looking through Dave.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I obviously wasn't aware of any of this stuff, and I was just like, hold a second. Because when I was looking up the closets and imps and stuff, I'm like, wait, they have languages.
Yeah, no, Dave is special.
Dave is special.
Dave can...
Sorry. Dave was special.
Oh, he'll be back. One way or another.
Ryan's already made a little peg for him. He has to come back.
Yeah, I put way too much effort into that guy. Definitely. I mean, what? What? Okay, so we were mid-fight. We've got Rin is face to face with a large statue with this weird animalistic thing inside the head of it.
I was flying in front
You
of
were
the
flying
statue.
in
I
front of
wasn't sure if I went because I punched him.
You went to you tried to punch through the thing, and then it tried to bite your wrist.
Oh.
Wayu went off to the right to have a look down the corridor and saw the
Otyog?
Otyog and a flaming skull fighting.
So
You
you
were
walked
sort of-
in on a metal cover, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. Narlag was still
Singing.
on the balcony flinging spells, right?
He was he was dodging attacks while sitting in the summoning circle.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of just trying to concentrate on the spell of controlling the Otyog.
Oh, yeah. And Ulrich charged through a set of doors to the left and was greeted with
27 dudes.
I thought it was 6.
it's 6 plus a wolf. It's basically, the remnants of the Stark family. Oh, no, it's less than that. Never mind.
Yikes.
What?
Yeah, also spoilers.
No, it's more than that. I think there's less
Well,
Stark family.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
less Starks than 6 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, John, Arya,
Hey, you know,
But the blind
Hey,
one.
there
No,
it is.
is he blind? No, the one who has no legs.
yeah, the one who has
Red
no legs,
Mage
his
needs
little
food
brother.
badly.
I thought he died. Oh no, he didn't.
No,
Yeah,
the
no,
little
yeah.
the little brother is still alive.
Yeah,
Benjamin.
This is like 4 or 5.
It's
Peter,
about
Paul, Mary, Matthew,
So, but
Mark.
it's
Luke,
still-
whose
John.
turn is it, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, I was enjoying this. This is great.
How many
We've now
Starks is
we started our new side podcast of recapping the Starks.
the third worst Game of Thrones podcast on the internet.
Wait, which one's the worst one?
Look, we don't talk about that.
Our other two. No one is listening.
Okay. So, the next ones on the list were the things that Ulrich charged in on, which is part of the reason why we couldn't start before you got here. You've got one larger one, sort of because you charged in and basically shoulder slammed into someone, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because it was all I could do.
Yep. Just maintaining that momentum.
Yeah. And because, fuck them.
Okay. The one you slammed into basically, fell backwards, but you're now sort of standing amongst the room, and you see that one on the floor is a little bit ahead of you. Then you've got 5 other ones that are just sort of like getting up from bedrolls and seating positions around a small campfire, and basically like pulling all their various weapons from beside them or off their backs. And this large wolf is just like baring its fangs and growling at you.
Start growling back.
Definitely try and out threaten a wolf. That usually goes well. Okay.
That's kind of my thing.
Okay. The one you knocked down, like glares at you and like growls loudly, and then sort of pulls itself back up to its full height, which is almost another 6 inches taller than you. Considering you're 7 foot, it's a decent size. And at this point, you also notice it's a female human. A big one.
Hang on, so it's a female human that's like
7'6".
7'6". It's a big bitch.
Ulrich's kind of turned on right now.
Bust into
As much as it can be for a female human.
And she pulls up a shield in front of her and a spear, and yeah.
Oh, so it's an even match.
And it takes a couple of good stabs at you. What's your AC?
23.
Fucking Mr. Unhittable.
No, I'll be hit. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. She takes 3 quick pokes at you. The third one connects real good.
So she stood up and took 3 attacks.
That's correct, sir.
Standing up to movement.
Still.
The damage on that is...
Yeah, but you can't.
No, you can't.
I thought you can do a movement and a full attack.
No, it's just, no. You can do movement.
Oh, no, sorry. Actually, oh, yeah, don't worry. Don't mind me.
It's only if you like dashing.
Okay, another one of those, and then for the crit...
Fuck.
I've run out of dice.
If I was just a warrior, I wouldn't be able to heal myself.
Oh boy.
It's a 6,
It's a lot of dice rolling.
12, 17,
I may
20,
be running back out to where you guys
24, 28 damage.
are. Ouch.
That's not nothing.
That's not nothing in one round.
That was one. That was one of them.
In fairness, one was a crit, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a crit. Oh, that's okay.
Well, not really.
Okay.
It still sucks.
No, I mean, it's okay for me.
Look, no, hold on a second. Is this like the first time you've ever had like a significant hit in a fight ever?
That would be accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't, like, with an AC of 23, I
Yeah.
don't get hit that often.
Maybe Ulrich's just a big pansy and is the whole time just been like, please don't hurt me.
He just sits down and starts crying after that. Hit me more.
Do anything.
That's
I've
so
been
that's
doing that
why
this
he
whole
has
time.
charisma.
Alright. The other 5 that are around you.
Oh fuck.
That was just 2 people.
That was one of them.
Oh.
It's the big lady. Maybe you should try talking to her.
Maybe start with, oh god, stop killing me.
Alright, what is your actual AC? Because I'm just going to roll all 5 of them in one.
23.
How dead is our friend?
How many crits?
Okay, I only got 1 hit.
Oh, that's good.
But it's a crit.
Was it
It's a crit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay. That is normally 1d12.
Are they in a line?
They're kind of all around. You basically charge right into the middle of them.
You're attacking a mosh pit right now.
Yeah. Also a cool metal album cover.
7 foot tall lady.
They were stretching out for their basketball game.
That is
in their locker room.
15
Some
damage.
dude busts in.
Yep, that sucks.
How you doing?
It was Shirts versus Skins.
I'm not doing great. I've taken 2/3 of my health
Fuck.
in like before I even really gotten to do anything.
And the wolf comes after you.
And hands you a healing potion.
I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad about this.
He does have a healing potion. He does have a healing potion.
Yeah, it's called.
But yeah, it goes for a bit strike against you, but misses. It basically pings off your armor and bounces off to the side.
Maybe they'll be afraid of you.
All right,
Bounces off.
back up to the top. The Flame Skull v Otiog. Fight.
Oh, I would know if it like broke out of my control. Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully.
I think we're all going to know quite quickly if it does that.
The spell's wording I think says it, but I just wanted to make sure with the DM.
I would imagine there would be some form of blood-curdling roar.
I mean, yeah, but like.
From Wayu as he runs away screaming.
All right. Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
I think it's probably best to always assume that the Otiog is about to break out of your control. Like, I don't think that's the kind of thing you're just like, no, it's fine. It's under control. Here, he's getting me a drink right now.
Okay. Yeah, that Flame Skull did a bunch of damage to your Otiog. It also did real good. I found my happy dice for happy times. I've rolled 3 crits already in this game.
Could I have a look at those for a second?
6 20s? Hang on.
Okay.
Turns out Ryan went and bought a set of 40-sided dice.
1 through 19 and then 20 20s. 21 20s.
Yeah.
I can math. Shut up.
No, it's only fair. 20 20s, but 2 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
still don't really like those dice.
Okay.
That's how Mario Party works.
All right. A door. Another amber. The room that you charge into. There is.
Oh, another amber door? Jesus, Ryan.
I gotta check my map first. Yep.
And I noticed this with my passive perception of 9.
Well, you notice it because it's a set of doors opening up
Yeah.
into the room, and on the other side is a well. First of all, you see like this mystical hand sort of fade back out of existence, and behind it is this floating skull on fire.
More.
More metal covers. Yeah, okay.
I think it's the same cover, it's just that's the B-side.
It's all one massive cover.
It's one of those like it folds out, and like the front and the back is just all one piece.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who it attacks. You're 1.
Hopefully not 1.
It is not 1.
Yay.
So what? It's attacking everyone else.
Yep.
Oh.
Does that include me? Because I'm not even in the room.
No.
So
Remember how I said this temple was probably going to kill us all?
Yeah, no, we discussed that at length.
Yeah, and I said we'd be fine.
Yeah, and then you lost Dave.
No, I said that after. I can get Dave back, and I think we will be fine.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I like your plan. I like your confidence. I like your gumption.
He mocks you.
I don't like your whisper though. Like your whisper back.
What about my pluck?
No.
What?
My pluck.
We don't use that kind of language around here. Thank you very much.
That's a hit. Sorry, there's a lot of things. Me attacking, but the other things I'm controlling.
I haven't seen that movie for like 20 years. I had it on tape off of TV when I was a kid, and I watched it like 100 times.
Yes.
And I was watching it. I haven't seen this movie in decades, and I'm still like, I know this movie word for word. I don't know that movie word for word. They say fuck in that movie a lot more than I remember.
Okay, so what you see is as doors open up, this flame skull sort of floats into the room and then just fires these 2 fiery shots, which you guys saw coming through the arrow slits before, when you're all on the balcony area of the main hall. But it fires it directly into the large woman in front of you that stabbed you real good with a spear.
Okay.
She got shot by a skull.
She got shot by a skull.
Tails all the time.
Did it look like it was aiming at me and just hit her, or is there no way to tell?
With the fact that you're basically being beaten up for your lunch money by the entire group of bullies. I don't think you got the time to ask.
Only one bully. The rest are kind of missing.
One of them.
How's it working out though?
Well, that one bully is kind of making up for the rest.
All right, now like, wait,
I'm
you
guessing
couldn't
they
really
have-
tell from.
Guessing they have flanking bonus as well.
Wayu, please let me know how my Otyug is going.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's your voice now.
Yeah, I was
Okay. Alright. I thought you had a stroke or something.
He did.
That's
unrelated.
that's in my head, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay, I just heard that in my head.
Sorry, N. Not
There
Wayu.
we go. Yeah, I relayed the information that you desire. It's looking a bit beat up by now. I took a fair whack in that last round.
It took a fair whack in that round of combat, but it's.
I don't know like what a hit point is for that thing. So
Okay.
let's say I give you the information that you desire.
Yeah, you told me that it's just gonna hit.
It's holding its own.
How does the flame skull thing look?
On fire.
On fire. That sounds as sassy as why you would deliver it as well. Perfect. Thank you.
I would recommend you get away from it as quickly as possible.
Message received.
I'm going to run over to see what the fuck has just happened there.
Because don't forget, Casimir also fired off a
Fireball.
fireball
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
room as well.
Because
so-
I would have seen the fireball. I wouldn't have seen whatever he's been doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the doors are wide
Getting
open.
the
You
shit
all you have to do is
kicked out
go
of
like this and go. Well, that's pretty bad.
Okay.
And what's been happening to me is I've been getting the shit kicked out of me. So yeah.
You heard a fireball explosion. You heard a whole bunch of like fighting sounds, including like the familiar sound of things like bouncing off armor, and then a couple of things that didn't sound like bouncing off armor.
Something that sounds suspiciously like the squelchy flesh of Dragon Man.
Yeah.
Dragon Man. Dragon Man.
I am going.
Spell.
I am
I
going
am
to.
going to re-roll my character.
I am going to peek my head over, see the ones that did actually do damage to him.
Because you can tell that.
Or like, yeah, the ones that actually hit him.
Oh, the ones that probably got blood in their weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
Dragon Blood.
Going to be the really tall woman who's really obvious.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on 3 of them.
Okay.
Just the biggest ones that I can see.
Okay.
If I notice, I yell, "Thank
Ah.
you."
What's the DC?
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I wonder if they're good at wisdom.
I'm also kind of hoping they're evil.
Alright. Big one is held.
Yay!
And that
So
becomes...
that was Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
And he doesn't really care.
It is paralyzed for a whole person, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Second one.
That reminds me.
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
Third
it's,
one.
Protection from evil and good doesn't work
Alright.
the way it used to.
My lucky rolls have turned the other way
Excellent. So it's
because
like
that was just 2 ones in a row.
No, I just need to look up spell real quick.
Okay, so that's actually.
And I believe at the end of each of my turns I get a chance to break out of that. Correct?
Yep. But every attack only is a critical.
I don't like that idea.
I do though.
New house rule doesn't do that.
Automatically fails strength and dexterity saves, have advantage, and critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So critical hit on melee.
Do you still have to roll to hit, or is that a auto?
You
hit?
get
Advantage.
advantage.
So
Right,
the
okay. Advantage and crit damage.
so I had to concentrate on that spell. So the Otyug is now no longer controlled by me. However, it's only around for 1 round.
Cool. Well, I guess it solves that problem.
Unless it can
But
run. Hopefully,
He's
can't
quite
just
easy.
teleport to
Well,
you
like
in one
it's
round.
still got the giant flaming skull right in front of it, so it's probably going to attack that.
Can it teleport?
No,
Okay. Because if it could teleport, that would suck.
I'm not sure it would care. It's still a thing attacking.
I'm also
it.
intrigued in what happens with the whole, being stuck in Barovia aspect works on this. Because We're waiting for you to bring that point up. Especially after you started questioning Dave's ability to go elsewhere and
I
the
wasn't
Don's.
questioning that. He was
So,
questioning that.
I was
came,
questioning
that
that.
came up in conversation.
Boy.
Oh dear.
Summon a dark Eldritch terror, assuming that you can banish it again. Like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Go away
Well,
now.
I mean, I'm still standing in the circle of you can't touch me. So it'll kill the rest of
How
you.
big is that circle?
Only big enough for me.
He went like this, just like drew a little bit just around his feet.
Pretty much.
So musical chairs with pushing is what we're doing now.
All right, so that's it for Nale.
Oh, look who's not in the circle anymore.
What you see in front of you though is the one that stabbed you good, and a couple of her friends have basically sort of like seized up in place. The rest of them are sort of still like essentially like you get through
And that-
menacing around you. Two of them are sort of like
Wait,
frozen in
I
place,
actually know because I had hold person as a spell.
which you'd probably be familiar with that image. You had nothing else though, Nalik?
No.
You're all good. Read.
Okay, so last.
So I'm still fighting beastie wizard behind a
Yep.
statue face.
Yep.
Is he like-
I'm flying.
You are.
Does he look like a werewolf, or does he look like
Kind of more like a bipedal fox.
So he's sexy, is what you're saying.
like a fox?
Sure.
Cool. I played a lot of Star Fox when I was younger.
Oh right. Okay.
Wait, no. Sorry. The Disney Robin Hood.
Fox.
The Disney Robin Hood.
Disney Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And no furry conventions.
No, 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 no.
No, no.
I'm just gonna smack him with the staff.
Yep.
Again, like plunging it through like the eye hole of the thing. Plus 10.
Plus 10.
12.
That's a miss.
Second attack. 22.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to put a little English on this one
Alright.
to make it a stunning strike.
Okay.
I spend 1 key point.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop. To make the target stunned until the end of my next turn if it fails a con save.
Okay. What's the damage on that as well? Or?
Oh yeah, I'll do the damage. D8 plus. That is 12 damage. Does it just die?
That's a good hit.
Yeah.
And con save, was it?
Yeah.
DC?
14.
Alright. You see that sort of strike and it hits well sort of like third eye position on the head, and you see it sort of like cross-eyed slightly. And sort of rock slightly.
What does the
Basically-
middle eye do if it? Because it has 3 eyes. Did you say? Sorry, or you?
No,
position.
the position.
Oh, okay. I was
position
going to say
is
because
I
if
hit him in his chakra.
okay, because if someone with a third eye goes cross-eyed, what happens to the middle
it explodes. It just becomes 2 eyes. Stunned, was it?
Stunned.
Oh, stunned.
You got a thing for that,
I do. Incapacitated, so can't move or speak. And
Stunned.
can only speak falteringly. Automatically, not got it all there. Automatically fails strength and dexterity.
one? Bandage
And
against it one time.
Okay. Till the
Very similar to
beginning
Paralyzed.
or the end of your next turn.
End of my next turn.
Oh, so you get you get a round of hitting it real good.
Actually, very similar to paralyzed.
Mm.
It's not huge amounts of.
That's a good one. I haven't pulled that one out yet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It costs a key point, so I'm not going to do a flurry of blows right now.
Fair. Ulrich.
Okay, so there's a few things I can do, but I kind of want to take advantage of the whole person. So I'm gonna bank on me not getting hit again.
In fairness, the 3 biggest ones can't. Well, the 3 that are restrained can't get out until the end of their next turn.
At best.
Even if they get attacked. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yep.
And I'm going to position it. Now, I can't flank with Spiritual Weapon, can I? Can I?
Flanking's not in 5e.
Flanking's not.
It's a variant,
Oh,
which I don't use.
oh, well, don't worry.
I would use it if we were using a grid all the time, because then you could actually position for it. But
I'm going to position it within 5 feet of the big the woman.
Mhm.
So it gets a crit.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'm going to attack that bitch.
The big one. Yep.
Because I'm going to assume she's in 5... Because I ran up to her,
Oh, yeah,
knocked her over,
Yep.
and then stood there. So
Yep.
she's within 5 feet of me.
She is.
Okay. So I get advantage and automatic crit if I hit. And so does my sword. Or my
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual
spiritual
weapon.
weapon thing.
What form does your spiritual weapon take?
Yeah, I was
Out of
just
curiosity?
thinking, what's Mars's weapon?
I just thought it was a spear.
I don't actually know for certain, but spear sounds good.
Yeah, spear sounds good.
I'm pretty sure it just.
Or it looks exactly like the glaive I've got in my hand.
It also works.
So, I guess I'm just going to attack. Because it seems like the best option. And if I can take her down, I'm hoping that gives me a bonus and some sort of intimidation afterwards. Does 22 hit?
Sure does.
Cool. So how do you do crits? Roll twice or just
Twice.
double?
Roll twice.
Okay. Oh, that's what I should have done. That's stupid. Oh well, too late. 13 and 11. So on the crit, that got to 24. I'm guessing that's not going to kill her.
No. Good hit though.
Does she even look like hurt?
She's held in place.
That's got a hit. That's 24.
You can smite on her.
Can I do that? Actually, that's a good point. I can do that. I thought that was a different spell, but it's actually part of my paladin abilities, isn't it?
Oh, the divine smite or whatever it is.
Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, yeah, that's what I thought about doing earlier, but then I thought I had to actually cast a spell. So, does that doesn't get crit? Or
No, it does get the crits.
Cool. So
That's why Rogue Paladin is just an insane combination. If you can believe
I'm going to use a second level spell slot to get 3d8.
Oh boy.
Fuck. They're gonna explode, aren't they?
Crap. This is how a paladin do though. If it finds one target, it makes sure that's not a target anymore.
I'm guessing she's not undead or fiend.
No.
Ah, crap. 9. So not huge amounts, but yeah. There we go.
Good 9.
Rolling all those dice twice.
Oh, of course. Thank you for reminding me.
It sounds like you just rolled a bunch of ones.
No, okay, yep, so 20 and 23. So basically double the amount I did before. Thank you.
So 23 total.
Yes.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. Thank you for
All right.
reminding me. So that's the first hit.
Okay. Jesus. All right. Yep.
Second hit, I rolled before and then damage. So that is a decent damage amount. So that's 18 plus 6, so that's 23. Oh, plus again. 27 plus 3, that's 33, 42.
42.
And
That is
then
evil.
I'm going to expend another.
Hold that.
You can't smite more than once in turn.
Oh, okay. Well then,
But
that's,
it doesn't matter. Basically, like this hulking woman in front of you is basically like just stuck in place, just getting slashed, and just crumples at the end of that attack.
yes.
So you do still have like your spiritual weapon attack,
Yes, I do.
which you could probably.
It doesn't say you can't do divine smite more than once. It just says you hit whether you expend a spell slot on your hit. Like there's nothing.
I swear it was only once per attack. Well, once per turn. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It saves me a spell slot. Okay, well I guess the thing attacks one of the guys who is also
Also
held.
paralyzed. Yep.
And what's it? I'm pretty sure it's the same. Alright.
bit of this before I go away.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature. Oh, okay, so it's a melee spell attack, which is the same as my normal.
It's your spell modifier.
Yeah. Let's roll twice. Which is. What's the spell modifier again?
You're still attacking one of the paralyzed ones, yeah?
Yes. Roll twice. Got 18 plus 6, so 24.
Mhm.
And then, there we go. 1d8 plus 6.
So 28 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Why is it plus 6?
So my spellcasting ability.
No, that's just for hitting. That's not for.
No, that's for the damage.
The damage is just your modifier. not
On a
the
hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
ability modifier, so that's just the charisma bonus, not the.
Oh, so plus
Not-
3,
yeah.
not plus 6.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 8.
8 damage. Alrighty. You got anything else, or you're all pulled out?
No, I've already used my bonus action, so I can't bash someone in the ground. So that's it.
All right.
So hoping she was the biggest damage. Well, she was the biggest damage
Yeah,
dealer.
she got 3 hits off on you.
I'm hoping she, no one else is as good as her.
Okay, so what am I going to do with your Otiog?
It continues to attack whatever's closest to it, very much.
Have it down.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, that would be the thing that makes sense.
No, that's what it says in the spell. It just attacks whatever's nearest to it. That includes players, but yeah.
That hits.
Have it down to a merry jig.
My plan originally was to wait for the OT to knock out the flame skull, get it to come down and assist you in fighting, but you were going to die if I didn't do that. So I'm like, shit.
Probably. That being said, if you hadn't held them, I probably would have healed and then maybe done another spell to help me out.
Yeah, still, like, taking one of them down is worth more than... Yeah. Especially the one that actually hit you.
Yeah. The fact that she's down now, I have a lot better chance of surviving. I may have to yell at them.
I thought you already were.
You're
No,
still,
like,
why you? You're still in the You're still in a position
yeah.
where you can see things happening there.
Yeah, he got as close as he needed to see down that hallway,
All right.
and hasn't moved since then.
What you see is this big sort of, what is it? An aberration? Yes, large aberration, sort of flailing with teeth and tentacles, and just swats and bites and rips this skull apart. Which at the end of the fight, it sort of like flares up, and the fire just like bursts outwards, and then fades away. And this blackened skull just hits the ground, and then you see this thing sort of like shuffling around and just sort of looking sort of eyelessly down the hallway.
It has eyes.
Let's. And yeah, it still looks eyelessly, which is like extra creepy. How does it do it? All right, for me and for YU and for the audience at home. What the hell is this thing?
Let's see if we can bring a photo of an Otiog.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Sound like a big thing. It's got a 3-syllable name.
Yep. OT of. Yeah,
It's
no,
got
check
3 legs.
You didn't trust me on that one.
Yeah, it's got 3 legs. It's got 3 tentacles.
It's a good
got a
thing.
giant
Like
mouth.
that.
It's a good chunk of a line of a haiku.
Dear.
It's the picture I showed you last time.
No, it's a puppy.
Yeah.
It's a,
Sure.
it's a giant aberration puppy.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think a puppy is? Just curious.
Like how your mum thinks everything's a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with 4 legs is a puppy.
And every
That thing has
Pokemon-
3 legs.
And every Pokemon is Pikachu.
But yeah, it's basically turned and is looking at you. And yeah, when I say eyelessly, I guess the eyes are on the end of the tentacles by the looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
So
YU's gonna do his best Rincewind impersonation
Well, you're doing a pretty good job of it right now.
and run away from a thing from the dungeon dimension.
Well, is there anything between you and it? Because realistically, you only need to run faster than them.
Buddy, there is about to be.
It only has a move speed of 30 feet.
Walls, floors, you guys, there is about to be some stuff
It's
between
like
me
the
and
old-
this thing.
It's like the old thing of, there are two people who see a lion and one starts putting on the
You'll never outrun the
running
lion.
shoes. It's like, no, I only need to outrun you.
What is Casimir gonna do?
Some elf shit. I don't know. What do elves do?
Look pretty.
What is,
do?
yeah, what is our
gonna say
main
weaving.
elf gonna do?
Please stop.
What are we understanding? Everyone clearly understands what MELF actually stands for, but just for those uninitiated who may not.
Male elf.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's
You
just-
kind of built that one up in your head, didn't you?
I was sitting there going like, well, there's MILF, but like that's completely different, and I was trying to think like,
You haven't checked out the MELF category on.
yeah, I was
Oh,
trying to think.
oh,
I was trying to think of what like to fuck would mean.
Don't will that into existence.
Time to
late.
go home.
Too late, it's already there. No, I mean, he just made it there by saying that it's there.
Yep.
Everybody loves to fuck.
Ah.
Yeah, there you go.
How healthy are you looking?
I'm not very. I kind of needed to heal that last round, but I figured killing that woman was probably a better idea, because if she was going to be alive for longer,
That would have been bad times.
that would have been worse for me than me healing.
Isn't it? Why use turn at some point?
Soon.
You'd think so.
We're in
And we're up to
here,
here.
and he's over here.
And he's added a whole lot
You
more
should
pace.
probably switch the O2 from being ally to being enemy.
Ally with a question mark on the end.
I've actually run out of enemy things.
We're doing so well.
Yeah. Yay.
You didn't take one down when.
Oh wait, no.
There we go.
So the O2's turn has just ended, yeah?
Yes.
Then
It
it's gone.
disappears.
It disappears.
But does it?
Shit dicks.
So wait, didn't you summon two of them?
No, I missed
No.
Oh,
He threatened
okay.
some of the extra ones in
Okay.
the chat during the week.
Okay.
And thankfully, for you guys,
Yes.
he didn't. Okay. Casimir's going to sort of size up the situation that you've got in there. See the fact that you've got like blood pouring down like one side of your armor where they've managed to pick a gap in your armor and another slash down the arm. Like you're looking a bit rough.
I'm still growling at them though.
Oh yeah, you do you.
he's wearing Roman Legionnaires armor, which is like Iron Age, and this is Barovia, which is sort of like Steel Age, isn't it?
I didn't mean to roll any of those things.
Sorry, Middle Age.
Yeah, he's gone to Gilneas. He's walked there from Stormwind.
But yeah, he
I'm also
basically
a
just,
conquest paladin, so my whole thing is just attack.
No, I'm talking about how, like, to them, your armor is primitive.
I don't know these guys.
I'm wearing full plate.
Yeah, but you're wearing full plate from what would be Rome. And wearing, like...
he's basically
Hey, can I just blow your mind for a second? All the places in the world are at the same time right now.
so he's firing off magic
Yeah,
missiles.
it was also
Just to-
run with
just to move on.
magic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's putting a shot into one of the guys that are around. She's going to put
Can I
one.
make it Australian now?
Yeah.
Crikey!
Oh, Stephanus Earful One. It's actually a character concept I've been building for the past 3 months.
I hate it already.
Expertise in analytics and performance.
Okay.
Animal handling.
Yeah, he puts 3 good hits into one of the berserkers that are around. Ulrich. All right. The little fox man inside the
Hey!
inside the thing. So he's stunned, right?
Stunned.
Say
In
it's
awe of how cool I am.
Stunned like a fox.
Can't take actions or reactions.
So Sounds like he's fucked. It's cool. You know, you don't have to.
Basically, you lose a turn.
Yeah, basically just sits there and like lolling.
He's got little birds going around his head.
Yes.
Who's this?
The fox man in the
sexy
statue.
one.
Yes.
The sexy fox man, yeah.
No one said that.
Yeah.
Why are you?
He did.
He's from the Disney's Robin Hood.
Oh, right, the one that made everyone a furry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that once before.
I thought that was Space Jam.
You were primed in your early childhood by the Robin Hood, and then Lola Bunny just like, yeah.
Wait, everyone like Lola Bunny?
Ryan quietly slides between the pages of a book his Daffy Duck fan fiction.
The generation before Lola Bunny was Jessica Rabbit, which is slightly less furry.
Wait, people like Jessica Rabbit.
Hey, can we like cut this shit and play some D&D for fuck's sake? This is
No.
getting...
It's getting a little too personal.
Wow, you got a little touchy on that one.
Look, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It was all fun and game until someone said Jessica Rabbit.
Have you actually had a turn yet?
He has.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
While he was backpedaling,
Yep.
uh,
You're backpedaling back into the main room.
literally backpedaling, not taking his eyes off that goddamn
Hopefully can't
three-headed, three-legged piece of crap.
People believe it.
And there is a offshoot room, wasn't there? You said there was a room with a hole in the floor? I believe, from 2 weeks ago.
That's where the other end of this main hall.
So you
Oh,
can
right.
just jump down the hole.
I know which one you mean. That's the room you're currently backpedaling out of.
There we go.
Jump down the hole.
So you can either
There is a door to the north.
okay. So you going from the okay. I've got this. So you can see. You've gone from there into this
Yep,
room here.
almost, yeah.
Yep.
That's the hole
Yep.
you can see. That's the pathway you can see the old job.
Yep. All right. So I was in there. I'm backpedaling out.
Basically, just I think you were still in this
Oh,
room,
right,
just looking
okay,
through the door. Yeah.
Cool. All right. In that case, before I entered the main hall, I was going to quickly have a look down the hall, see if there is anything of note in the hole.
Describe the hole, right?
There's a girl looks up at you and she's got like this big fringe and a white dress and she starts climbing up.
I'm done.
Yeah, actually, fuck all the rest of the stuff we're facing. If I saw that, I'd be sprinting.
Have I stumped you with my whole question?
Turns out that was the secret to this whole adventure. What's in the hole? Oh. Everything dies.
Yeah, it's the secret to Strahd's power.
Stride starts melting. Ah, they looked in the hole. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So you need to do all the Strahd's lines now.
It's a little bit Mr. Bean. I liked it.
So
melting Mr. Bean.
looking down this hole is sort of it's a roughly hewn shaft, and you can see that it's broken through into a level below, and you just see like the faint light of like torches or glowing fires or something that seems to be illuminating the area down below. But you can just see the floor of a room below.
Okay, no obvious access other than to jump down the hole.
You could jump down there. It's we're looking at
Eh.
about
No, you lost me at jumping.
30 foot to the ground from where you're at currently.
Yeah, rushing into a new place worked out so well for the Paladin before.
It's further away
I'm
from the
real
audio.
That's true. The old job could not fit through this hole.
Good note. No. Like
could it make the
sticking
hole
a head
bigger?
back into the main room, and holding an action to
Okay.
cast a spell. Did you want to know what the spell was that we?
Yes,
Playing
if you're holding action.
Phantasmal Force, and I was
Alright.
holding on that Otiog coming at me or anyone I care about, which is essentially me.
Yeah, okay. I feel like you just repeated yourself. Yeah. All right. That one is dead. We got 2 held people. All right. The 3 that are not parallel that held around you, Ulrich. At seeing their clan leader or basically the big one in charge get cut down by you, sort of all sort of roar in defiance and start bringing down their axes at you.
What's your AC, sorry?
23.
23.
Please miss. Wait, like really, really miss. Like not even. No crits. Please no crits.
Even with advantage, none of them actually hit.
Fuck.
One missed by 1.
This is why I love high AC.
Were you prone or something?
No, I'm not very far away from death, so I'm kind of hoping, a crit was going to pretty much kill me.
But let's see what the wolf can do.
Brian?
You crit, didn't you?
I did.
Yep. Wait, they have advantage.
Yeah. Pack
Why
tactics.
wait. Did all of them have advantage?
The other ones went reckless.
Oh, so he has advantage over them now.
He does, which will come up if he survives.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. If he goes down, I can rush over and give him a healing potion to get him back up. And my turn's before his.
13 damage from a bite.
You down?
Is that everything?
That's everything there, yeah?
Okay.
And then a strength save throw, please.
That.
I think a strength save throw should be alright for
Yeah,
you, right?
that I'm okay with.
I don't know. Dice is still
Oh,
dice.
did the ones that are paralyzed still stay paralyzed?
That's at the end of their turn, right? There's sorry, should be doing that now. What was it? 15, wasn't it?
Yeah, DC 15 wisdom.
1 is free.
Okay.
Okay. What's the DC?
13.
You are golden.
Yeah, +6, so 25.
Yep, you're good. You managed to hold your feet. This thing's basically grabbed hold of your arm, started biting right into fleshy sections and trying to pull you down on the ground. But you managed to
Now,
hold
as
up.
much as the whole person is useful, I think I'm going to heal this turn. That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. That flame skull.
Although I'm hoping as a heal I can do as a bonus action, because I want to be able to yell at them.
I thought you yelled at them as a bonus action.
No, that was just talking, yelling. This will be like a divine presence yelling.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You see that flame skull sort of like its bottom jaw hinges this sort of unnaturally wide maw, and just like this flare of fire bursts out of its mouth and just sort of explodes amongst the room. So, dexterity save, please.
I can do that.
Fireball.
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 What's the DC?
Firefall.
13.
I got to dexterity saving throw, so I hit. Fine. And if it's
Yeah.
if it's a half damage,
It'll be
on-
half damage,
then
yeah.
I take none.
What did you get?
I got 13 plus 3 plus I think 2 because I'm pretty sure I can add my shield bonus.
Oh, yeah. Your shield's still being like all magical and shit, floating right next to you.
But the only benefit of that, it just means I get to use a slightly better weapon.
Alright, so you take none, do you?
Yep.
That seems fun.
That takes your reaction, doesn't it?
Let me just check. Probably.
I mean, in any case, like, it's not going to matter.
Alright, can someone run some math on
Yes,
me
it's a reaction,
while I'm
yeah.
pulling this out?
I mean, no
Maybe
one's
6.
attacking anyone else.
Alright, maths, we're counting.
Sorry, I realised it's D6, so I can do that easy enough.
More fun then.
I'm just going to add up numbers of my own.
Typical bastard cat.
7.
My wife just got home, and he just waltzes up to the door and walks in.
Yep.
Just to do that.
I was yelling at him for an hour to come into the house.
Okay. This fireball, you see it basically just straight up consume the wolf. It's like cooked all the way through.
I yell back to you guys, anyone hungry?
I
Very
do not
much so.
eat meat.
Fair.
I would very much enjoy to eat some of this wolf.
Alright. That was a good little attack fight, Flame Skull. Alright.
Wait, so
Nalek.
whose flame skull is this? Sorry, this is really beneficial, but whose flame skull is it?
It's one of the defenders of the temple.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. I yell out, thanks, buddy, whoever that is.
Now, like,
I would know if the Otiuk is gone yet.
you can hear that it's not.
Yeah.
It's weird in 3D.
I mean, it's probably not going to reach me in one round, so I'm fine. I'm just going to shoot whichever one is
As it
back.
currently stands, there is at least one target between you and the Otiog anyway.
Yeah, no, yes, I'm fine. I'm going to...
Is that a running wizard, though?
That's a running wizard.
Yeah, so maybe not for long.
Whatever. It still can't reach me in enough time to do damage, and I'm in the circle anyway. I'm going to shoot the paralyzed one.
Sure, yep.
You're very confident about this circle, given you were also very confident it would disappear. So, you know.
Well, the circle lasts for an hour, regardless. So that is a 12 plus 7, 19.
Yep, it's a paralyzed berserker.
Here. 10. So 8 damage.
8 damage.
Still standing or alive?
He is, well, yeah, he's still stuck in place.
Okay. Second beam.
Remember, you only get the crit on close range.
No, you get it regardless, because that's just how paralyzed works. That's only if you're...
It said 5 feet.
Attacks within 5 feet.
That's where I was reading. You get the advantage, regardless.
Yeah, the attack that hits a
And
creature,
Yeah.
a critical hit of the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Oh, dang. Okay, well then that's 4 damage, and I'll just do the second attack. So that is a 16 plus 7. That was 8 damage.
Alright. He's looking real bad. Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
Alright. Rin.
I guess this, like, not really a part of this combat in any significant way, Fox, I'm going to just keep on hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job taking this
He killed David.
potentially dangerous criminal out of the fight. I'll hit him with my staff.
Yep, and you get advantage on that because he was stunned.
Oh! Jolly good.
When he goes to do anything, you go, I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
It's 23.
23 to hit?
Yes.
Sure does.
And that's a 11 damage.
Yep.
And the second hit, I roll. Okay, it's an advantage though. So that one doesn't matter. Oh.
Let's roll another one.
13.
That misses.
Yeah. It's not dead yet, right?
No.
Does it look bad?
No. No, not really at all.
No, it's fine.
He's got a couple of scrapes and everything like that, but apart from, it's still a little bit, like, wobbly and everything like that because it's not been the end of your turn yet.
Stun him again. Just keep him stunned.
I mean, I could stun him again. It's when you hit with a melee weapon attack, so I could do that thing now.
Just keep him stunned the entire fight. Just fuck him over completely.
It's going to cost you a lot of key, but it is a good plan.
I'll stun him again, so it's a 14 con save.
He passes.
No.
You and your magic dice today.
I rolled a 15. Plus whatever he's got.
Yeah, as we said, you and your magic dice.
Well, I'm brutalizing him anyway, so maybe he'll just attack me.
You want to know exactly how many attacks do you
Also,
It's only 'cause of
with
my
all the
friend.
advantage and everything?
I just want to be clear. I'm sort of hovering outside this face. What I'm cognizant right now is if my fly were to somehow go away, if I were to fall and hurt myself.
I'm
so
sure
gonna...
you'd land really cool though, like a super.
Oh no, I'm a monk, so that's probably fine.
Just really hurt your knee as you land in the superhero pose.
Like I'm just thinking I might be closer to the thing so I can grab hold of the statue and that sort of thing.
All right.
We haven't really gone into what I have to make concentration checks if I'm flying. That seems like a thing still.
It's still a spell cast, so yeah, if it's a concentration spell, it's still it doesn't get. All right, you all done?
Now I'm done.
Yes. Ulrich.
Okay, so how many guys are left around me?
Wolfie's dead. Big Girl's dead. There is one held guy and 4 others.
And they all survived. Well, they didn't get hit by the fireball.
Well,
or-
they got hurt.
Okay.
They took some damage.
Okay. So 5.
They just didn't take the frankly absurd amount of damage that you dealt into the big lady earlier. Hey, big lady.
Okay, so.
Consider she started over 100 HP. That was fun.
Fucking crikey. That's a lot
At
of health.
At the beginning of the fight, when at the beginning of them being engaged into this fight, she had over 100. Of course, Casimir threw something in before, and then there's.
And then I had two hit criticals.
2 crits, yeah. Still, that's a lot of health.
But I think at this point here, you're going to be chugging a healing potion.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd have a bonus action to heal and then do something else, but I don't have any bonus actions that heal me.
You can touch yourself.
Sorry?
You can touch
That's
yourself.
not a bonus action.
I know, but I think it's probably better than a healing potion.
I plan on touching myself.
Yeah, it is definitely better than a healing potion.
I'm going to masturbate quickly and get 40 hit points back from it.
40?
Nice.
That's basically your whole.
That's the entire.
That's my entire...
I'm going to leave every little bit of innuendo behind on that one because it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
He's drained himself.
Yeah, I have...
See, I was going to say something like that. I decided not to. I took the higher road.
Yes,
The road less travelled.
But where's the fun in that?
The view?
Okay.
I don't see what Whoopi Goldberg has to do with this.
She even... Yeah, okay.
Well, that's the podcast, folks. It's been fun, but we're not doing this again.
I really wanted to yell at them. Okay, what else can I do? My spiritual weapon still gets to go, so let me roll that. It's going to go after the held guy.
Yep.
Because why the fuck not?
Yep.
Roll to see a crit. No, okay, but it hits.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets 1d8 plus 3.
Don't even bother rolling because it's only got 3. If you've got plus 3 on it,
Ah, okay.
that is.
Well, it was going to be a crit anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. That one there crumples below your spiritual weapon.
Okay, and I really want to do something else as a bonus action. What can I do?
You already used
You just did a bonus action.
No, that was my...
That is a
So
bonus
that's my
action.
spiritual weapon.
That's a bonus action. To
Yeah.
do it.
I thought it had its own... Because I cast it as a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's a bonus action to make it do a thing.
Okay. Alright, then, yeah, that's...
That still seems fine. You healed yourself 40 and killed something. Seems like
You
a
don't
good
just
turn.
get to make 50 attacks every turn.
Yeah, I was...
Things have a cost.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The Otiog. It is trailing after you. You hear the heavy footfalls and this sort of sickly wet sound of tentacles scraping against stonework as it comes through one of the doorway ahead of you and scraping through. But it's as large as the door, if not slightly larger, and it's squeezing through. You had a held. action involving the Otiog,
Pretty much as soon as it started walking in my direction.
which it is.
Then that is Phantasmal Force, and I will say how big is it roughly? It fits within a 10-foot cube. The creature itself.
It's a large creature, so yeah.
Large is 10 by 10. So
Yeah.
yeah, no,
There you
it does.
Giant metal chains and very ornate shackles. Tie its heads together and it to the floor. As far as it's concerned.
Yep.
Anyway. That is
He's
a
great wizard.
intelligence saving throw.
Oh fuck!
I'm assuming it doesn't...
What's the
It has
DC?
like 2 intelligence. It can speak some language, but has
Because my total result is 0.
So total is 0. Let me do the math. That is less than 16 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. Yeah.
So yeah, it's sort of like struggling against these. It's a pure illusion, though, isn't it?
As far as it's concerned.
As far as it's
no,
concerned,
yeah,
it's-
I'm just
it
a
feels
mighty wizard that can make things out of
You
nothing.
did this to a dragon once.
I did.
Good times.
I imagine that's just been his go-to move for large creatures ever since.
Ever since
that
then,
thing
like,
worked
it worked
that
once.
time.
Fuck yeah!
Run backwards, cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay, you hear a voice in your head. It is sort of primal and animalistic, but it's just like, free me, wizard.
Mum?
hold on. That's Narlax's line.
How did you get this number?
Prank caller, prank caller.
Yeah, there's Otiog is sort of like pulling against these chains and trying to pull forward, but it is all locked in place.
I take 2 steps back, further into the room.
Which you should be able to do on your turn when it comes around. This was your held action.
Sorry, you are correct.
Alright, Casimir. How's he going to unfuck the situation?
That's not your character.
No, yeah. I was just trying to remember who it was for a second, then I remembered. Not who I was. Although that happens sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Okay. He yells out to you and just goes, I hope you're feeling better, and
Well, he could see that.
spry. And then raises his hand up and like this icicles sort of start forming on the ends of his fingers.
Well, I say, no, I don't fly, but thank you.
If you can give me a dex save.
Oh, I can do that. What am I looking for?
His save is 14.
Well, I rolled 12, and I get +3, and I'm fairly sure +2. But I will double check.
Hey guys, we're doing okay.
Is that half to take half?
I don't know, I was a bit worried what this fox over
Is
here
that roll to
gonna
take
do.
half damage?
Yes.
Then my shield takes the whole thing.
Nice.
I like my shield.
It's a nice shield.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
So I'm not concentrating on spelling now, right?
Not currently.
Oh, aren't you? Okay, I thought it still held.
No, no, that one's dead.
Alright, oh yeah,
All
of
the
course,
hell
yeah,
ones
sorry,
are-
there was
all the
only
hell
one
ones are
left.
dead.
Yeah, I thought there was, yeah. Okay.
Okay, what you see is basically this whole, basically the entire room that you're in. Just sort of, the temperature drops like 30 degrees instantaneously, and there's these hailstones of ice just start falling down from the sky.
And I hide, or well, not hide, but basically...
You managed
my
to
shield
like
above me.
move,
Yeah.
shield,
Yeah.
but everyone else in there is taking the full
Why
whack
don't
of
we-
damage.
Why is this guy not a permanent part of our party?
Well, we only just met him. And he's a filthy elf. And,
Look that filthy.
well,
He lives in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I'm sure if we get him to bathe regularly.
I mean, he could probably cast prestidigitation to clean himself.
Yeah.
That's how Narlang travels around. He doesn't need to bathe, he just prestidigitates all the dirt away.
15, 18, 20,
We can tell
22.
I mean, that's how he stops Ulrich from smelling. It's just as Ulrich's sleeping, he just goes prestidigitation, just cleans all his armor.
Dragons don't smell.
You saying that?
No,
You're
we
wrong.
don't. We don't smell. We don't have a sense of smell, so we're just like, yeah.
why don't dragons have a sense of smell?
Well, maybe just this dragon doesn't have a sense of smell.
Awful. Ha 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 ha.
You wanted to
One of
say,
us fucked that up.
you wanted to say at some point.
Love you, Trevor.
Love you so much.
Oh, the delivery it's all in the delivery. That is so good.
What is the essence of comedy?
Holy shit. Alright. And yeah, all around the floor is like covered in like frost and snow and like these long shards of ice sticking upwards. So yeah, it's a whole thing.
I took out this whole party by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you,
All right.
who are you saying that to? The other people that were around and just watched what happened?
So they're all dead.
I said to everyone in the room,
No.
because there's no one else in the room but me and these guys. All
The,
of these spells have been coming from outside the room.
The skull took a little bit of damage. The rest of the guys that are on you are looking pretty poorly. They've got like these shards of ice stuck in their skin. And you see there's like cold blood pooling around the points where they've been stabbed with these spiny
I just
hailstones.
start going at them.
Awesome. It's Foxman's turn.
He's the fox, man.
Trying to decide what to do to you.
Me?
You.
I hope this woman has some really cool items on her. You know, +5 sword or something.
No, don't think that's a thing in the game.
Okay. You see this fox sort of like shake its head a little bit, like the eyes sort of straighten up and sort of lock in on you, and then it sort of pulls.
I'm ready for you, Ryan. I got my thing, my stats, my hit points. Bring it on. Look, I got my Apple Pencil. I'm ready to tap. Ready to tap on inputs on this little screen thing. To.
Why are you vamping?
Because he's nervous about what's about to happen. He reaches into like a little pouch on his belt and like pulls this handful of dust and just like flings it towards the eye hole up into your face and sort of his face. What you see is it's kind of like a cloud of like glittery gold dust.
Can I use deflect missile on that?
No, because this is part and parcel of casting a spell.
He's not just throwing glitter into his face, because that would be really fucking
It'd be
annoying.
pretty cool if I could deflect
I just-
the glitter there, right?
I'm just sort of working in the reagent of.
Because
the
even
spell.
without a spell, like having glitter in the face.
So-
would suck.
Charisma
he's-
saving throw,
he's-
please.
Charisma saving
He's
throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Why? What?
Oh, counterspell.
Hey, that's some bullshit, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, I wasn't joking. I'm casting counterspell.
Can you see him?
Can I see him through the eye hole?
You've got Rin in the road.
In the
Yeah,
way?
I'm in the way.
Can I see him at all?
No,
Can I
no,
see him
no.
throwing the dust in the air?
You'll see Rin flying with gold, like a gold halo around him.
I mean, also strictly speaking, you're looking at where he is.
Yeah, fair enough then.
I get where you're coming from, and yeah, but mechanically that would make sense. But I don't think you'd see this.
Okay.
How far away are they?
Also, the other end of the room.
Yeah, he's like 50 feet away.
So I'm probably not in Ulrich's wing wong of.
Nope.
So charisma saving, sure.
Charisma save.
Sure, it's not
My wing
not a
one.
different thing. It's charisma.
It is not that thing.
Maybe you can charm him with how much dexterity you have.
Oh well, that's an 18.
18.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. I could have -1 charisma save.
Okay. Cool.
An 18 doesn't do it.
No, it's fine. It's
It's still
you.
probably
You
does something.
basically there's like this.
What
gold-
kind of bullshit are you pulling, Ryan?
You're good. You're good. There's like gold dust is like floating around your head, and you just sort of feel like existence sort of wave around you, and you just like the vision in front of you sort of fades away, and it's replaced with just this barren wasteland of like ice and rot and just desolation,
Isn't that his happy place?
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
which then just sort of like and is replaced back in with
Boom!
Where
Send
you
me
at?
back!
Yeah,
Send me back!
you managed to resist banishment.
Except now you have glitter in your face, which
Ah!
is worse.
God, it's right in my robes.
Yeah. That's gonna that takes like weeks to get out.
I
You're gonna
know.
be finding glitter all the time.
All right. Why you?
I made a charisma save
You made a charisma save,
on my charisma dump stat character.
and you nearly ended up in one of the 9 hells.
Well, no, he
Wow.
nearly ended
As
up
opposed to
in
the
a 9.
10th one that I'm in right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does that work in Barovia?
Sure.
Like, did he get like chucked into like the
The
basement?
Barovia hell.
So, Strahd's playroom.
Yes. Why you?
I imagine Barovia would just be heaven.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Who are you talking? You talking to the Otiog?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! All right.
Remember your Otiok voice.
People have been known to make friends with Otyuks.
You summoned one,
Hmm.
and for a little while it was your friend.
For a little while, it did what I said.
You got no quarrel with this Otiok.
I feel like we could be on the same side here.
Yeah, if you just let it go and then point it towards its summoner, it'll be fine towards you.
All right. So you actually talking to this thing? You got something going on here?
It opened channels of communication.
What are its hit
It would be
points?
rude not to.
I can't.
110.
Oh,
It sort of just roars back in your mind. It's like, let me go of these chains.
Okay, we'll call you 2 Chains then. All right, let's make a deal. I will let you go if you attack things that I want you to attack. Fair?
I'm just remembering this thing isn't very intelligent.
Yeah, you sort of see like these 2 tentacles sort of like tilt sideways, like they're trying to work out what's sort of against their restraints. And then there's no response back in your brain. You sounded like a bit of a read, honestly. There was no response in your brain.
You collapse.
You die.
I will let you go. You have to do one thing for me. Attack that statue. Go get it. Go get it, boy.
Which?
You sort of get this look. You get again. You don't get the voice in your head. You sort of get this look like it's sort of crouching down, ready to run. To get to that statue, it needs to come through you, and probably past you.
Well, I'm in the circle, I don't give a shit.
And Casimir is in that area as well. So,
Hey, like, as in,
it's still coming down through the side rooms. As soon as to be able to get to the statue, it needs to come
right. Okay,
into the main room,
geographically,
down the
it
stairs.
needs to go through us, not like, oh, I need to go through you.
That's what you have to make a judgment call on whether that's going to work for you or not.
Just get it to Kool-Aid Man through the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do we make the Kool-Aid Man so low energy? Oh yeah.
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Just done a bunch of pot.
He's just got a stem stuck on the other side of his glass brain.
He's like battering against like some styrofoam. Oh yeah. That's when he's on a lot of pills.
Needs some electrolytes. That's what plants crave.
It's when someone's dissolved some medication in the Kool-Aid.
Insight.
Mm-hmm.
To get an idea of if this thing is actually going to play ball, if it understands even what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Better you than me.
How's that? How did that roll go?
Don't worry
On
about
a
it.
scale of 1 to 20. how did
On a,
that
on a
roll
scale of 1 to 20, it was somewhere between like a 5 and a 7.
go?
Ooh.
Okay. Going still. Inclusive?
It was a 6,
It was a 6.
and I got plus nothing to inside.
Okay.
You
So-
definitely think it's going to do what you want.
You have got the impression that it is ready to move once those chains are released.
All right. Good enough for me.
You're getting more than 30 feet away from it, yeah?
It's gonna go through you no matter what.
Well, yeah, look, if nothing else, I'm getting the fuck out of the way and yelling to everyone else to do the same. And I'll let it lapse and ready an action to recast it if it so much as takes a swipe at anyone.
Sure.
It isn't a statue.
I'm safe in the other room.
All right. That was
It's a concentration spell.
Sure.
So holding concentration means I can't really do much of anything else.
All right. It's Yu's turn. The Berserkers
Berserker.
are
They calm down and live happy lives.
Would you like some Berserker? All right. Yep, they're still raging on you. Oh man, I think I did that. What was your AC currently?
Great.
Oh, sorry. 23.
And these guys suck. All right,
I mean, justifiably, he does have a shitload of AC.
Flame Skull.
Flame Skull. Flaming on everything.
It's kind of all I do, really. Like, I run in, go, attack me, and then hope for the best.
What would be even better is if you decided you to randomly just start taking the dodge action, because then nothing can hit you.
Yeah. You've still got to roll dex, though, don't you?
No, dodge makes everything
At disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls.
But you can't attack them.
Yeah, unless you're a monk or a rogue.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
Oh, I can't do,
really useful.
you can't do fireball
Rogues
again.
can't do that.
I thought they could take dodge, disengage, or dash as a bonus action.
Dodge isn't one of them.
Okay. Must be a subclass at the moment. Because I know there is a way you can do it as well.
They can take disengage, hide, or dash as a bonus action. Because the rogue in their other game looked into it because he wanted to be able to dodge. Didn't really.
I swear there is a subclass that can let you do that as a rogue, but no, yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean,
He's the one that does help action as a bonus.
if you guys are also around and there's like,
I'm not anywhere near you.
no, I'm just saying in general, and there's like 10 guys on me, then yeah, dodge is probably the best thing to do. Because then I can just sit there and go, all right, yay, you guys take him out.
Okay, so you're number 1. Cool. And it does some damage.
And I've got things like a reaction if they attack anyone that isn't me and stuff like that. So I built him to be in the middle where everyone concentrates.
Alright, so you see that flame skull. Basically, they shoot these 2 bolts basically out of its eyes, you know, and one hits one of the berserkers off to your left, the other one hits one of the berserkers off to your right, and they both sort of crumble in unison forwards.
Oh, it wasn't an AoE. It was just
No.
okay.
He's out of spell slots to do
I
fireball.
yell out, thank you again. Thank you, whoever that is, again.
Alright,
I do think it's
Narlag.
So can I turn and see the fox guy?
And what does he say?
If you want to look for him, it's going to
Horror.
take an actual perception roll as an action to really zone in on, because the whole situation is you've got the face of the statue, he's inside it, and Rin is barely able to poke him with a stick through it. So Rin being in front of it, and he's already said that he's real close in, you're going to struggle to see him.
Okay. And how close is the O2?
From your current position,
Is it within 30 feet?
oh yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say closer to 20.
Okay, and I know it's still there. So
Yeah.
telepathically,
Yeah.
I'm going to say to it, because no matter what language it speaks, if it speaks at least one language telepathically, it understands what I say.
Sure.
And you guys are such good friends.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that I summoned it. It didn't see me. I just say to it, go attack big statue.
So just reconfirming.
Yeah, yeah. And I am going to do that perception roll. D20, like actually good D20.
This whole fight's turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, it has. It's been a good fight.
It's been a big fight.
Oof. So, 18.
18?
Yep.
Okay. Every now and then, with this whole melee that's going on between Rin and Foxman, every now and then you see Rin sort of like dodge something or move slightly to poke the stick, and you just see glimpses of like this orangey red fur flash behind the eyes. So you've got an idea of that there is something, that Rin's not just poking holes in the statue.
Excellent.
You wouldn't put that past him, though. In the middle of a fight, Rin just going over and brutalizing an inanimate statue.
I wouldn't. I would not put that past him.
The other option is you could have just yelled out to Rin and asked him what's there.
Yeah, but...
Where's the fun?
There's no guarantee here.
Or telepathically just asked him.
No, that's only 30 feet range.
Oh, okay.
Also, I can't telepathic back.
Yeah.
You can yell.
But I won't.
That's true.
So that statue is within 120 feet.
Yep.
More specifically, the area inside it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan,
Hey, yeah.
would Rin be in range if I did like a 30-foot radius thing?
Yeah.
Can I make it so he's not, but the fox thing is?
What spell are you casting, and does it go through walls and stuff? Does the area go through walls, or is it...
You want sickening radiance. maybe?
Spreads around corners and lasts until the spell's end.
You want a sickening radiance. maybe?
One of sickening radiance it.
And the point in the center is nearly got to be in sight, right?
Yes.
I don't know if there's a way you can get it so it's inside the head
So the answer is
and
no.
not get Rin.
Okay, so the answer is no. Alright, I am going to...
Did
I'm just
you...
going to shoot the flame skull. With-
Last time you did that, did you... damage him?
So
So
Oh,
it's
'cause that's not a
9
dex
and
save,
5
though, is it?
with
No.
plus 7. So 5 plus 7. So that's 12 and.
One hits.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So it's D10. 2 damage.
All right. Rin.
Hi, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
You nearly went to another plane.
Oh yeah, that fucking guy. Rin sort of like shakes the
Just gold.
glitter off his head.
The fairy dust away from his brain.
And knows he'll be doing that for the next several weeks.
Wait, is Rin originally from the Feywild?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he says, excuse me, that was not a very kind thing to do. And then smacks him in the face with his staff. Rolls a 1.
It's a good line, though.
I rolled a 1.
You're on a 1.
You don't have advantage.
Okay. Situation you have there, you basically poke in and sort of miss and like clip the back of the skull, and it jolts the staff out of your hand, which falls inside the head case.
Can I dive through the eye hole?
You would be able to scramble through it. It's going to take a good portion of your movement to get in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm flying.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
now
you
I'm
can do
in. Now I'm in there with him.
Sure. All right.
No, he's in there with you.
Right. Can I sort of kick my staff up and grab it?
Sure. Yeah, you can pick it back up again.
Like with his toe.
Yeah.
Flicks it up into the air and grabs it. Spins around, smacks him again.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's cool. Because he's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy that does cool things.
17.
That hits.
Just. That is 12 damage.
12 damage.
12 damages.
Nice.
And I'm going to spend a key to Flurry of Blows.
Yep.
So, sort of like the staff spins around behind his back. So he's holding it with one hand. And then he comes downward with the other fist.
Yep.
Plus 8. 17 again.
Hits.
D6 plus 5. 11 damage. And he takes a dex saving throw, DC 14.
No.
No, he's now knocked prone.
Okay.
So he punches him down into the ground and then like rears back and kicks him in the face, which I'd have advantage on now.
Mm-hmm.
15
To hit.
to hit.
That misses.
I'm rolling like shit with advantage. So yeah, that's that.
Ulrich.
Alrighty then. So there are still 3 or 4 guys?
Now he's knocked prone inside the statue.
Currently now.
I can't see it all.
2. Okay.
Just give him a heal.
Oh, plus the flame skull. 2 berserkers, 1 flame skull.
But so
Oh
far
shit,
the
I'm
flame
inside the
skull's been...
statue that he's attacking.
Yeah,
so far
you didn't
it's
plan
just
for
been
that, did
attacking
you?
them.
Why?
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
So
know.
far it's just been attacking
We also
them,
don't know
not
if
me.
it's actually going to do that.
It's a bit randomized.
I'm in the moment.
You've been in the safety of numbers currently,
Yeah. Okay.
but that advantage is slowly dwindling.
But they are still more an immediate threat than that thing. So far it's helped me more than it's not.
Sure. I think it's more of a case of you just having to be at the back of the line for this Centrelink line of pain.
Speaking of lines, are they in a line? The Centrelink line of pain.
You get to the front.
Is everyone lined up in front of a flaming skull?
To be honest,
wait,
isn't
hold
that
on, hold
all dealing with
The
Centrelink?
Centrelink line of pain, isn't that just the Centrelink line?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
just
think
a
of a Centrelink line, a Centrelink line, but with spikes and fire.
So a Centrelink line, what about it?
it's just it's like going to Centrelink. I am just gonna tap the bitches.
Tap all the buttons.
Now no
You get
longer
advantage on them as well because they frenzied on you last time.
awesome. I was about to say I don't get advantage anymore, but I do. So I'm gonna guess 21 hits.
Yep.
Staff.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. I can see you sort of like dropping like Jackie Chan diving through, just like down the torpedo style, just going straight in.
Does 15 hit? Oh wait, I've got advantage.
By 15 hits, yes.
Cool, because the next one was less. So,
This on the same guy you just hit before?
yeah, I'll just attack the same guy. That is 7 damage.
7 damage. That guy basically sliced across the gut and like holding his intestines and sort of like falls backwards.
Cool. And then my bonus action, I'm going to spiritual weapon. Still advantage?
Yep.
Ugh. That's plus. Does 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 1d8 plus 3. 5.
5 damage?
Yep.
Alright. That'll be Ulrich done. Ulrich done?
That is Ulrich done. So it's just me and one guy and a flaming skull.
That's correct.
So still pretty metal.
Yeah. Alright.
Intimate, you could even say.
So you released the spell holding the
I'm not
Ultium.
intimidated.
Did you not? Why you?
So again?
You released the spell holding the Ultium, did you not?
I mean, that would be a crazy ass thing to do. And yes,
Yes. Alright.
with an held action.
Of running away.
That if it goes to attack anybody, it's suddenly
Right back where it was.
Oh, because that's an intelligence saving throw, isn't it?
What are you doing? What are you doing here? What's this?
Just take a distance. Okay. The Ultiog sort of, you hear it sort of, like roll backwards slightly, and then like slam the two front feet on the floor, and just sort of like it's this offbeat sound of running. It's three-legged running, so it doesn't have that sort of even sound to it.
That'd be awkward as hell.
And then you see a little bit like that, probably not quite so rhythmic still. Then you see it sort of rounding the corner rapidly, and then like the wide shoulders of its body sort of clipping both sides of those open doors. One of the amber doors like cracks on its hinge and falls down behind it, and it's basically like you're the closest one through the doorway. It's like running straight at Mitch and then like turns, like
straight
almost
now,
like.
No, right at Mitch. We're through the fourth wall and we're all fucked.
And it's basically like Tokyo drifting right up to him, right up next to him, and then like leaping
The
from the
Ocean's
balcony
not out of control.
across the floor of
It's
the.
got blue sparks.
Does that mean Vin Diesel's going to rock up right at the end of the fight?
Oh yeah,
Just
and it was basically like headbutt slam into the base of the statue.
he's going to play his weird blood hunter character that he put into the movie.
The witch hunter.
Yeah, whoever that was.
Well, the good news is, it did what it was told to do.
Yeah. The bad news is,
Bad
Rick
news
is under
is-
attack.
There is now someone
Okay.
in that statue.
You basically see
It's
this
a giant
like,
statue,
ram
I'm
like
fine.
that toothy head into the legs of that statue, and the whole statue like shakes. You see like dust pouring off all the points. Inside, you are like wobble. You're basically rattled around inside this thing. The talented Mr. Fox has been basically already on the ground and sort of rolling around. You yourself give me a dexterity.
to be honest, if
to
there
keep
had
the
to be
footing.
one of us, he's the best option to be inside this thing.
Yeah, he is. 'cause he's
11.
like-
Yeah.
11.
11.
Or not, apparently.
This is pretty violent, so you are also knocked prone.
Well, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I'm flying right now.
True. Okay, so you're right. So you're right. I forgot about the flying part.
So I sort of have landed, but like I've still got the flight still on me. So I
So you're
Yeah, you're not really carrying any weight on your feet. If the floor was dropped out from underneath you, you would still be.
I'm crouching tiger, hidden dragon in this shit.
no.
but one of the arms of this statue, you see like a hefty crack form in like the upper part of the arm, and the whole thing sort of drops by a couple of feet, but still sort of hanging on by some of the stonework.
This is a bad scene. This is a bad scene that I'm in right now.
I'm real happy. I've made a friend.
This is what James wants to do every fucking episode of that fucking ring.
Go up and hug the Otium.
He would be straight on that. If you walk up and like, twist the ring. Did it work? Why would it fucking work?
Every time.
You know what the spell is called! It is not the spell of aberration handling.
Can I use it on a giant dragon turtle? No.
You listened to that one then, did you?
I listen to every single episode, man.
Awesome. Alright. Casimir. What is Casimir?
To be fair, early on in that fight, he just
Something
thought it was a
magically
turtle.
cool, because that's
Yeah,
everything
that's-
he's done so far.
That's not really a good excuse, though.
Something really cool, because so
Giant
far
turtle,
he's just
yeah.
done cool spells.
He's chewing up spell slots like nothing.
I'm sure he is, aren't we all?
Yeah.
I have
This
one
is the
spell
first.
I don't
It's
have
the
spell
first-
slots.
This is the first room of a temple,
Yes.
guys.
I figured what we would do is we'd walk outside and go to bed.
I figured that basically we're wrecking house, and then there may be a couple of things left, but we're just clearing it out.
Sure, that's how that works. Yeah.
That's certainly an opinion.
Well, we're clearing out most of it at the moment, aren't we?
No.
No, we're clearing out this small portion of it. I'm pretty sure this temple is huge.
So what you're saying is I should just keep on summoning Otyugs.
Yes, I'm saying exactly that.
I mean, what I was about to say is that you objectively made the situation worse. Because now we have to deal with an Otyug.
So what he's saying is there is an incorrect amount of those in the room. Oh no.
Oh. This is basically just.
I'm picturing, fast forward to Nalane's new business opportunity where he's selling bootleg scrolls of Otyug fights.
No.
Like DVDs
that's
out of
not what
the
I'm
back of
planning.
his wagon.
I have other plans.
Okay.
I have other plans.
No.
Casimir's is going to go with another lot of magic missiles.
I mean, if it's one-on-one, I'm probably okay against this guy. So.
Putting all three into that dude that is fighting you. And yeah, this guy's like, fuck, and then just the last one just bursts.
Yeah, I would
through
assume
his
he's
chest
pretty
and
much dead,
hits
yeah.
Dunsky, so.
Although he was kind of like the only thing between me and that
Flame Skull?
flaming skull, yeah.
Oh, his too. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So,
Me and you.
know,
Oh, no.
yeah, if you could have done that at the flaming skull, that probably would have been better.
guys, I know.
I know you guys.
You guys, CC.
Alright. Talented Mr. Fox. What's he going to do now?
I don't like the look of that at all.
Are you going to cast a different type of aberration?
Well, yeah, but
But I'm not prone
No,
presently.
this is my plan for the future. What? What?
Nothing. Altogether nothing.
So we're going to finish with this fight and still have to deal with the OTO, basically.
We'll be fine.
He's my
So-
friend.
I can charm monster.
He's a good boy.
I can just go, hey, just go charge off to the distance.
I mean, because it's an aberration, I can deal more damage to it, but
No, you can't.
I'm sure I can.
Fiends, undead, and celestials are your main shit. Aberrations don't have any damage, like nothing can really attack them specially.
What's going on, Ryan?
Something that was included a whole bunch of. Doesn't he? Oh, right.
Is he going to try and send me to Neverland again?
Like the
Yeah,
rat?
protection from evil.
Because
I can
Jesus.
Oh,
gain
wow.
bonuses on it and it gains disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm
He
pretty sure.
stands up in front of you and just sort of turns his head to the side a little bit and just does like the best sort of Rocket Raccoon style smile at you and sort
Could
of
steal your arm.
waves like this and then disappears in a flash.
Oh. Oh.
He must have gone into his own pocket dimension. Or just teleported away.
What you guys see is this human-sized fox man appear on one of the raised areas on the far end of the temple floor.
Okay.
And then he starts making his way through one of the doors at the back.
Clearly,
So
I
he-
should just blindly follow him.
By the end of his turn, he's already through that door, or
He's basically gets to the doors and it's opened the doors up, and that would be the end of his turn.
okay.
All right, why you?
So where are those doors?
Basically, from where you're standing, pretty much straight across the far end. Like if you looked, you're basically looking at the Lars Temple area. You look across and to the right of the statue on the far side, which Rin's currently got inside of.
Right. Yep.
It's sort of off to the
Yeah,
right.
I forgot there was like a
And about
raised
the same-
area.
When I say raised area, it's at the same level that you guys are at. The main floor where the statue is
Sit down.
further down.
How far away is that?
50 something feet across off, I think.
You were saying last session, I think, that the statue had an illusion over the face.
Which someone dispelled, I believe.
Okay, that has
Yeah, it was
dispelled.
just
Okay.
darkness.
Yeah.
It was darkness. I hit the guy casting it.
Yeah. Okay.
And he.
So now it looks like a normal statue rather than.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So elven-looking features in the face.
Yes. Rather than a fucked up. Yeah. Okay.
From your position, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet away is where he is currently. From your current position, why you?
But we can still see
60
him.
feet?
It's the same.
Excellent.
I don't imagine that's going to save the situation. What have we got
No, I got some range.
He's got spells because he's a wizard.
And
I'm a wizard. I can do spells.
Alright. We got a number of things down. This is good.
For instance,
for now.
5 darts of magic force. They're gonna slam right to his goddamn back.
A whole ramped up magic missile.
Yep.
Alright. D4 plus 1 for each of them.
Yep. 1d4 plus 1.
5d4 plus 5.
What?
Mhm.
You said 5 missiles, right?
Yep.
It's 5d4 plus 5.
That is a. What's that? 1. With dice. Cocked.
You get a cocked fucking D4.
Good effort,
It is
right?
the most uncockable dice.
I can cock anything. Trust me, I've been doing this a long time. There's a 3, so 4. 2 rolls. And that's 8. 10. 12.
Plus 5, 17. That's your 5 rolls, yeah?
That's 5, yeah. Okay.
17. Yeah, he's basically like trying to make his way through the door, and there's like these 5 bolts like fuck all through his peppering down his back.
But he's still up.
Oh yeah.
This guy's a shit. I hate him.
Okay, all those things are dead. All right, Flame Skull.
Hi. See that guy over there running away? Like you don't like him?
All right, your AC is 23. Yeah.
Yes. No, yeah, actually, I think that I did something last turn that made it 33 now. So yeah.
It's 1 hit, smartass. 7 damage. Fire type. Have you got anything that makes that less bad?
If it was electricity,
Somehow I don't think this Flame Skull is going to be really dealing in electricity so much.
Curious.
Narlag.
Hey,
Hey, yeah.
that's you.
Yeah, no, it's me. I'm just double checking on the spells.
I need to find some open source, what's the other word, free to use sort of atmospheric music.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a few around.
Make it trickier for editing later, though.
I'd have to put it, like, put it in post. I mean,
Damn, I can't get in range to do the thing that I actually want to do.
you can run.
I have to be within 30 feet.
I don't think I can run fast enough.
Um,
can you teleport?
Pretty sure that one's going to get us in trouble pretty fast.
No, it's parody. Let's go.
Now that's just offensive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not how the rules for parody and using music works. You don't have to. That's. No, all right. No, I'll leave you with that. That's.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, I don't have much long range.
You've got a Flame Skull to deal with, so.
Yeah.
And it's only like 10 feet away from you, so you got to deal with that.
Only one
You
of
let the
those.
you let the shooty guys do the shooting.
I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on it,
Uh-huh.
and it perceives a chain around both of its legs, dragging it basically from like coming out of just like the wall or whatever, dragging it back down like like down over the balcony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So DC 15 intelligence save.
Who's this on?
The Foxman.
Intelligence save, you say?
Yes.
Probably a higher intelligence.
I think he's going to pass, but it's worth a shot.
What was the target number?
15.
Alright, yeah, I definitely beat that.
Yeah.
Two shreds.
You see him sort of like look down at his feet and then sort of just like shake, and just wants to fall.
Son of a bitch.
There's a risk. Rin,
So I'm inside this statue right now.
you are.
Is there any way out of this statue other than the eye holes?
You can see sort of.
There's a door in the bind.
You could teleport the same way.
There's like
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just pictured that really clearly. You know, like the pants with the flaps.
in the floor of the of inside the headspace. There is a small like trapdoor built.
Okay. If I stick my head out of the eye hole,
Yep.
can I see where the fox went to?
Not from that position. The hood area of the statue is sort of only gives you a view looking towards the balcony, and he is,
I'm not wild. I'm not,
unaware to Rin. He's sort of behind you.
if I were to zip through the eye hole flying style, how much of that's of my speed would that
I'd
use?
say knock 10 off your speed.
Okay.
To wiggle through.
I will like zip out through the eye hole and then get a sense of the thing because I'm now looking around to see what the fuck attacked the statue a second ago.
Oh yep.
And just like take in the whole situation.
So yeah, you zip out the eye, and down below you see this, three-legged, bulky shape with multiple tentacles, basically just going absolutely ham at the legs of the statue.
And I don't really want a piece of that.
Yeah.
Do I see from where I am
And
now?
from
can I
where
see
you're standing there, you can see,
the fox?
Mr. Fox on there,
Fantastic
off to your. So if you've zipped out, he's sort of off to your left, over the back of your left shoulder on one of the back corners of the room.
I'm going to. I want to fly down next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and you got like 60 feet flight.
Yeah, should be good.
Land next to him. I give him one of these.
Yeah, just mimicking the fingered wave.
Yep, and then I smack him with my staff.
Sure.
Wouldn't it have been cooler to do that and then like smack him with the same fist?
I like his story.
So that is an 18.
Yes.
That is 15 damage.
Oh, nice hit.
I rolled max. And then spin around and hit him again.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better. So 23.
Yep.
9 damage.
How do you want to do that?
I'm imagining I landed, I waved, and then like immediately like struck down.
Yep.
And then like sort of like spun around and used the momentum to hit him again. Like in a downward sweep sort of.
Yeah, so you sort of like the first sweep sort of like knocks him, and so he sort of drops to his knees, just like from the sheer force of that attack. And the second one, you've just done a sort of another sweeping sort of strike. This time here, just sort of hitting him across sort of the side of the head. It's just like knocking him sort of down. Like you can sort of see like an indentation in the side of his skull where you've basically so much force you've cracked the side of his skull, and a little bit of blood down one side and down out of one sort of toothed cheek, and then just sort of collapses forward.
I killed a fox, everybody.
Damn.
Yeah. That's an ally.
You're fighting an eye.
The skull.
Oh, skull. That's right.
Well done. All right, Ulrich.
I mean, I hope this thing can take physical damage. So I can attack it. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
That would be 6 plus.
You softened it up at school.
Good. Fox hunting. Well, how much damage has that thing taken?
So 9 damage.
9 damage.
I was on
Damage
like 4
type.
turns. But I did miss half my attacks. So.
Slashing.
Yeah.
Also, my guy sort of does like
Does it actually seem to take?
small
That
amounts
seems to have taken
repeatedly
the
rather
bulk
than
of the
big
damage.
hits. So.
Yeah. I felt like you were whacking shit at that thing for like a couple of weeks now.
In which case, I'm going to do a second attack
For
on
the
it.
record, it started at 104.
Criminy.
That's even more than the last one.
You want to
so
know how much
that
damage
hits.
it did to me?
And 6 damage.
6 damage.
I told you guys, we're gonna be fine.
And
I was eyeing off a spell there, which possibly could have been very, very brutal. Which, if he didn't look at his, he's sort of scripted for a certain thing at a point there, where like after a certain health point, he's like, time to go. If that wasn't the case, yeah, sad times.
Well, Banish seemed pretty rough. Like you fluked that. What even happens then?
He ends up on another plane of existence.
Okay, fine.
I think it only lasts for a minute.
For a minute.
The way Banish is supposed to work is that if you're from another plane already, you just get sent back to your original plane. So if you would have just got sent back to the Feywild,
Oh damn.
you go home.
it takes 6 force damage.
6 force damage. Let's go with force.
Just like rinse at home.
Cool.
Oh. Okay.
6.
At least I'm out here.
I imagine he also wouldn't miss a beat. He'd just be like, oh, good. I'm going to go and go and have some bread.
I'm going to eat the single pea.
I didn't like those guys anyway.
All right.
I got given reconstituted peas the other day.
That sounds bad.
It was weird.
That sounds like a bad time. All right.
Why would you do that?
The Ultiog
I was offered them.
is just going ham on statue.
It affects the statue.
Basically, it like starts lashing at this thing. The left leg of this thing sort of like cracks at the knee, and the whole statue starts to sort of tilt one side. That arm at the top that had already started to crack breaks free and drops down.
Land on the Otio?
It does.
I was about to say, if the
Stupid
statue,
Otio.
There has to be a way for the O2 to go away without us having to fight
if
it.
the statue had,
Oh, you're still gonna have to fight it. Don't you fucking worry about that. If this thing doesn't die from like a ridiculous fucking hit here, why would I put that out in
It's
the
got
world?
114 hit points.
you
That
know,
much
it's
still.
already taken a bunch.
He's also a very good boy.
He is a very good boy, but he's probably going to attack us.
It took a
No.
bunch of damage
They're
earlier.
not, yeah,
I have a question. Does it have any ranged attacks?
no.
I'm good.
Me too, because it only has a movement speed of 30 feet.
Ren's good up here.
All right, yeah, that large arm sort of comes down as like it pins the one of the tentacles down to the ground and it does a bunch of damage. So it's sort of like partly pinned at the moment. Casimir.
Castamere.
So there's only 2 enemies left.
Yes. He's going to turn and do magic missile at the knee. He's watching this whole situation with the statue go on, and sees an opportunity, and basically like puts as many hits into the knees that he can, casting magic missile at 4th level
Neat.
He's attacking the statue.
to try and. He's seeing what's happening. It's basically like this thing's crumbling on top of the Otiog.
Ah, gotcha.
Drop a statue.
And he probably doesn't want to piss the Otio off directly.
He's helping the Otio.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
really-
he's also a very good boy.
Yeah.
Well, like, O2 just
I know.
eat trash. So, like...
But yeah, he's basically like he's just like focus firing these things,
Trash
basically like
and adventurous.
taking out the knees, and this whole statue sort of crumbles forward, and you just see it in like almost slow motion, like falling forward, and basically it's just like on top of the Otiog that's pinned and trying to sees this happening and trying to get away. So yeah, you've got an Otiog under a whole pile of rubble.
Unfortunately, the Flaming Skull is not also under
And taking a shit ton of damage.
Just as planned.
Okay. Why you?
Yeah.
It is your turn. For the record, you see like the rubble still sort of like moving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not assuming that thing is dead until its head comes off.
Doesn't have a head.
And even then,
It's got multiple.
It's got tentacles.
It doesn't have a head.
Do we get XP for defeating the O2?
Sorry?
Do we get XP for defeating the O2?
Do we get XP?
yeah, he'll give us as much XP as we would have got for the fight.
I remember leveling up in like a real long time.
Yeah.
Because we've just been shit.
Hey, Ryan,
Is
can
that
we
it?
level up, please?
Every time you ask, he moves it back 3 sessions.
I literally just restart the clock.
We know this. This is how it's always worked. You've never asked to level up. Because Brian's petty and mean.
The other option, of course, is insulting him, because that's actually worked in the past.
The other, the option that has worked is guilting him over killing the previous characters. That one was startlingly effective.
I'm sorry, did you mean those previous characters that we loved and held dear to our hearts,
Yeah.
and he took
The one that I wrote extensive backstories for and put my heart and soul into.
Yeah, I know the ones that you mean.
Oh, shit.
We did have the opportunity to bring them back.
No, I never liked those guys anyway.
Yeah, fuck him.
And I like to think Augustus never truly died.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, there's...
Evidence to support that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Stride's castle and find out it's just Augustus is a
They're
vampire.
like, hello, boys.
Wearing like a Halloween Dracula costume.
Alright.
It appears your vampire lord is in another castle.
Although if I
Why did I just pick a voice and actually stick with it for
Yeah.
once? Yeah!
like, if I've been following correctly, like he didn't actually die then, but then he did die in the Wednesday game. So who knows?
What?
Yeah. There's some interconnectivity going into this system.
Are those fuckers in Barovia now?
Nope.
Okay.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah. Definitely timey-wimey.
There was some implications. I don't know.
It's been implied that he is somewhat similar, at least, to Augustus.
And dead.
He's also... What?
Nothing. You cut yourself off there. I was curious. Yeah.
He's the evil twin.
So we have vamped for long enough. Why did you ever play it here?
Not so much a plan, so much as just throwing fire at the thing.
At the what? At the flame skull?
No, at the...
Oh, the Otium. Oh, yeah.
The other problem.
The one that would more respond to the concept of fire.
Well, the other will respond. Probably in a mocking tone.
So that... Oh, damn, man. 19 plus 8. That hits.
Sure does.
2d10s.
Even when it's got cover. Just I guess it's factually accurate. When you're covered in rubble, you guess have to have cover.
13 damage.
13 damage. That's good.
Solid hit.
I just realized what I should have done with my Phantasmal Force was cast it on the Flame Skull and just have it be like a mental, just eternal bucket of water just pouring on its head.
That's adorable.
Aww. And it's just like, that's, oh god. That's so much
This is
better.
all I've wanted for 200 years. It's a
I'm
vast.
so angry.
Or just a storm cloud.
Alright. Back up to the
Just
top.
some
With
chamomile lotion.
flame skull.
You gotta hear that.
Shooting little fireballs at no one. Darlag.
It's your turn now.
I'll just blast the Flame Skull twice.
Sure. I don't know why I need this phone anymore.
20
Yep.
and a 21.
Yep.
3 damage. 3 damage.
The 6 a lot.
You didn't pick the invocation to buff Eldritch Blast?
That seems like a mistake.
I don't give a shit about Eldritch Blast.
That seems like a mistake.
It's there as a bonus. Narg's all about like summoning shit.
Oh, yeah, fair. It's almost like there's multiple ways of building a class. Who knew?
Also, like if I was gonna
Brilliant.
do an Eldritch Blast Warlock, I would have made a Hexblade and have his Hexblade be a gun.
I had to get him with a woman.
Rin's gonna search the fox that's in front of him.
Sure. Okay.
Hey, you know what's a bad idea?
Doing that mid-fight?
Getting close to an Otiog.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah,
point.
but what's the range of, like, what range can it attack from? Because you could probably attack.
I'm on a higher level.
Exactly.
I don't have any range attacks.
Wait,
Yeah, but can you attack from 10 feet?
No.
Oh.
Can't your staff doesn't your staff have reach?
No.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions?
So you want to search?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a
Do
woodchuck
it.
could chuck wood?
Investigation.
What does he have?
He has a book, a nice pair of spectacles, and the clothes he's wearing.
He tries on the spectacles.
Looking through the spectacles, you can sort of see like there's it's got like a whole pink hue to it, like it's looking through some sort of pink crystal.
Rin sort of likes him. He'll leave him on.
Uh-huh.
He.
But magic exists in the world, and you're not the idiot in the group.
What?
Apparently he is.
Says the guy who held the magic evil stick.
But yeah,
What a
so yeah,
dare.
aside from that, he's got the book, and he's got this sort of he's wearing like these robes. There's like
You think they're cursed glasses?
Yes! Things glasses, things that you can see out of. It's like one of the primary things that gets cursed. You're gonna go blind.
Yeah, but now he's a blind monk, which makes him cooler.
So you got the book there, and then he's basically just got the clothes that he's wearing, which is sort of like these robes with like patches all over it.
You remember Avroth?
Doesn't have like a knife or anything like that?
No.
You were looking for something to heal? You want to complete your knife block?
No, nothing. Was that a whole action? That was a whole action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna hang around up here.
Right, that was Rin. Oh. No.
That was Rin doing dumb shit.
Alright, series wrap on Red. Thanks.
Puts a towel around his neck. Hugs. It was a great roll.
Yes.
I might as well just roll all the attacks. I'm guessing 10 doesn't hit,
No.
but 19 does. Alright. 3. So 7, 8.
On the 8, this skull just sort of like cracks, and the flame sort of like sputters like a candle.
And then a tinier skull's inside. It's like a Russian doll.
Nesting dollar flaming skulls.
Yeah.
But like as soon as the flame sort of like bursts out, like it's escaping from the confines of the skull, the empty skull sort of just falls like hollowly towards, and so like making a hollow sort of thud sound as it hits the stonework on the ground.
You don't want to know what I was planning on doing with that fox.
Ew.
Nalag. Someone's an Otiog.
Yeah, well, you clearly another Otiog to attack that Otiog.
You can summon something. Like,
How living is that Oshio looking?
it's not looking great. It's covered in rubble. It's sort of bleeding this sort of Icarus blood.
2 Eldritch Blasts.
2 Eldritch Blasts. Unbuffed Eldritch Blasts.
So 22. Now just re-roll that one.
I have a plus 10 to hit. I missed a disturbing number
22
of attacks.
and a...
Plus 10 to hit. Yeah.
So yeah, 22 and a 13.
Miss on the second.
Okay.
It occurs to me I should have led the flaming skull over to the Otiog.
Well,
4 damage.
4 damage. Alright. Did I miss someone at some point?
Probably.
Also, Ayala...
Oh no. It's because the list has got so much smaller. It feels like it's Rin. That wasn't a read. It's just it was,
Sorry. I yell out to Rin. Have you gotten down the Foxman?
Are you speaking about my quarry that I have obtained in this combat? And he slings it over his shoulder.
Excellent. Please bring him down here, Master Rin.
No, this is mine.
I only require something off his body. Please.
No, I'm afraid not.
I imagine you're doing this while skinning him as well.
I think I have skipped some people. Yeah, sorry. I think I skipped over Casimir and Waidu at a point. Yeah. Did I?
I feel like it's had a turn recently.
Casimir and Wayu were next.
Yeah, it's fast. Yeah.
No, I think we did skip over Y
Because
because
Ulrich killed the skull, and then I think I skipped straight back up to Narlag and Rin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still have like a fireball or something if you want to throw it.
Sorry, I don't think it's going to change what you're doing. I'll just get these guys to do their attacks as well. The Ultio is going to try and struggle out.
Oh, we're still in the middle of this fight.
You see the Ultio trying to sort of.
Why are you talking to me then?
Trying to struggle free of the rubble. Casimir is going to put some bolts into it.
We need to make sure the Foxman is dead.
Foxman's mine.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's dead.
You're dead.
Surely wouldn't kill 5 bunnies.
Sorry, why you? Otiog is looking real poorly. If you want to.
Yep.
this little
Fire,
fucker off.
fireball. There you go. Geez, you're 18 plus 8.
Yep.
Good rolls now. It's 2d10. 14.
All right.
Kaboom!
That basically, you see this sort of Otiog sort of struggling underneath the rubble of this statue. One good firebolt sort of right up inside it, and then also the rubble just sort of like settles and sits still for the first time since collapsing. You've killed the Otiog, and that I believe would be everything.
Combat is done.
So, who's up for a
Combat is-
long rest?
I take out a knife and a book.
Oh boy!
Are you harvesting the O2 bits?
All right, so you're rolling survival. And yeah, you have a few attempts at this. if you-
Rin has the fox person slung
Yep.
over his shoulder, and he flies down next to Wayu
Mhm.
with his knife and book.
Yep.
Saying, "May I borrow that knife when you are done? I
Uh,
will give it back immediately. I need use of such a tool."
yeah, I think that should be fine. Do you mind if I have a look in that book?
Oh, this book. Yes. Please.
Same time. Would you like to open at the same time? There you go.
All right. What's everyone
If I
else
can
got?
get that back.
Now,
when
like,
you-
is collecting eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs. And also looting.
Okay.
He'll check the inside of the head of the statue. He's going to check the, like, you know, the bodies of everyone. And, yeah, eyeballs.
Okay.
And like the fight literally ends, and I'm just gonna stay standing in my armor and just go to sleep.
What'd you get?
Not 20 for my fucking survival.
All right. So you get one of those.
How many faces do I get for that?
Essentially, you get one of the tentacles, which is sort of like this spiny tentacle point with like 3 eyes in it. It's just like perfectly like take like this thin layer cut, like you see those people like showing off like the really sharp knives where they make like cuts of carrot where you can see.
Yeah.
through this sort of thing.
Yep. You can read through how
yeah.
thin the
You,
Well,
you
well,
get
well,
this
like-
perfect like thing is like almost bloodlessly like and just like laid out like perfectly on the page to the point where it just closes nicely.
That
And this is
You're
this
fucked up.
is this is your jam. This is it.
I'm watching intently
Worth it.
while you're doing that. Like,
That's disgusting.
that is very impressive. And then when you hand me the knife, it's like, it was very cold on the journey here, and I believe some kind of fur garment would be helpful. And I had an idea while I was fighting this fox gentleman earlier.
I think I'm putting 1 and 1 together on this.
Rin, we did just kill some wolves.
This would also be a survival roll.
The timing of that
Plus
was
6 to
perfect.
survival.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the wolf
I
I'm
would.
standing next to is very charred. It was fireball.
Toasty warm wolf. Even better.
19.
19.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, you sort of like it takes you. It's going to take you a little while. But
Yeah,
it's a human-sized fox person. You know,
Rin isn't really seeing the difference between that and just doing it to a normal fox though.
did you take its robes off first?
Yeah, it's not an idiot.
Can Nalak have the robes?
Like I'm imagining, like I took the glasses in the book and then I like sort of threw the ropes away and then
Yeah.
Is there
You get this.
skin the fuck. What am I doing? What am I?
You're making yourself a very sticky fox cloak.
This is excellent. Like to play that through,
Let me try it
you
out.
had like a
Kinda need a
sentient
tanner.
human fox creature. You took the clothes off it. You skinned the creature
And then
and threw the clothes away.
and then wore the
Well,
fleshy
no.
corpse.
He's gonna
This is
hang,
warm.
He's gonna find somewhere near the front door to this temple and
It
sort
would
of
still be warm.
hang them up to dry out.
Yep.
Yep.
You're going to tan it.
Well,
And as a warning to any other fox people who might rock up.
he
So
doesn't
I'm
need
assuming I can't get the face off of that thing.
Well, it's a matter of really wants the face of it. I think I'm pretty sure he's.
With a 19, like you didn't.
Oh, you're gonna do like the.
That's going to be the hood.
Is it? I can't even argue that.
Did that woman have anything on her? Any cool weapons?
Hey, I was looting. You went to sleep in your armor.
I'm standing above her.
Okay,
Like,
so did you
I
grab?
was
You
looking-
grabbed that cloak, did you?
You've got the entire
I'll
temple.
grab the whatever
The
cloak
robe?
the Foxman.
So you got the glasses, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, do I see anything through the glasses?
The room has sort of got this pink hue to it. They're very they're very nicely made glasses.
Excuse me, Mr. Wizard. Could you tell me if these glasses are magical in any way, shape, or form?
I'm not blind yet.
I will tell you this much. You're rocking.
I could see
Shit
Rin.
is lit.
I could see Rin like actually working like a set of vanity glasses,
Oh god,
Yeah,
he's John Lennon.
Rin Lennon.
just disapprovingly like glare over the top of them every now and then.
Detect magic and then an Arcana roll to check out the.
Okay, so the glasses give you absolutely nothing. They are some very nicely made glasses. The robes, however,
Fuck yes!
are magic
Cursed.
AF.
These are my wonderful new bedroom robes.
How magic is the fox fur?
Probably some
Very, but it's like leaking away slowly. As a cool.
It's not slowly. It's very quickly.
It would have some magic of its own, right?
What I'm picturing is he sort of hung them up to like not be covered in gore.
Yep.
He's gonna wear them when he leaves because it's cold outside. And
There is some residual magic on there that, from the creature itself, was of a magical base. If you got that pelt to someone that could work with it well, you could draw some potential out of it.
I will bear that in mind.
If you just give it to a regular tanner, you'll have a nice fox skin thing. If you get it to someone who also knows how to work with arcane, could get some more potential out of it.
No, he's gonna do it. Rin, may I please have the Foxman's eyes?
Oh, I destroyed those while I was skinning this creature earlier.
Did he? Did you?
He did.
Did you really?
What are the eyes for?
Yeah,
Something
I
sexual.
did not need the eyes for the skinning process. So
He got as much of the eyelid as he could.
you understand.
Bollocks.
But you'd be able to
If
get
in
eyes
future
from-
you would like me to claim the eyes of a creature for you, you need only ask.
That's a bad
in future,
idea.
if you could let me claim the eyes.
I do not understand how that will work given the circumstances of our arrangement.
If you would allow me to take the eyes out before you skin another creature.
Oh, I have no need for skinning any further creatures. That would be distasteful.
In any case, I would like the eyes of pretty much any creature.
Slop. Covered in gore. Mr. Wizard, here is your knife back. Thank you very much.
Just gonna
You're used to that. Come on.
wipe it on like the outside of the fox. But still,
as far as
Cleanliness?
those eyes, you'll be able to recover probably. Well, did you give me a good survival roll? Did you?
I did not roll for it yet. That's 13 plus wisdom. Character sheet down there. Survival. That is a 14. I'm assuming because there's like 8 dudes that we killed.
So you got the 6 that were in the room that he woke up, and you managed to.
jar of eyes.
You successfully got 10 of eyes
There's
out of
also
those
a wolf
guys.
in here.
Sorry, that's 8 eyes out of those guys. The wolf, you managed to get 1 of them.
Okay.
This is a
And
grisly fucking
Yeah,
scene.
like
from
this
the
is
OTOs
worse than the actual fight.
the Otiog, you managed to harvest 5.
Fuck me. Alright, awesome.
Well, while he's harvesting eyes, is there anything on the people in front of me?
They've got their basically you killed them in their sleeping quarters. This is a space, and you notice
Is there
and
anything
now
on
that you've
the-
had a chance to actually sort of stop and look around, it's viciously cold in this space. There's even a breeze coming through from and you can see on the sort of the left hand side from where you're standing, there's a sort of crack in the wall, and there's every now and then like snowy breeze blows through.
Do they have any warm?
They've got they've got their they're not wearing it at the moment, but there's There was like cold weather gear that's been bundled up in the corner.
Oh,
There's
still
like
woman's.
just basically like pelt,
I assume the
pelt
woman's
cloaks.
stuff is about my size, so
Yeah.
I'll steal her stuff.
Yeah, you can get some like some skins and
Yeah,
furs and everything to sort of
No
Warm-
weapons or any.
all the weapons there are just they're the ones that were hitting you either had there was one guy the woman was hitting you with a spear and she had a shield. The rest of them had axes.
Shield any good?
Not as good as your one.
Oh, then, yeah. Oh, I pretty much agree.
They're
with
all
of
they're
them.
all mundane sort of stuff.
Unless it's better shit that I've got.
as far as
I'm
it goes for
ignoring all of it.
there is
She didn't have like a magic sword or anything.
nope.
Yeah, it's just a spear.
Kill the living shit out of her.
So she was just a powerful attacker person.
Mm-hmm. That are also roll crits with, so yeah.
Yeah, that hurt.
So Rin's going around still wearing his brightly coloured monk clothes and covered in tattoos, but he's wearing glasses now.
Hmm.
And he's like peering over them. It's me, Rin.
Thank you, Master Rin.
I understand why you may not recognize me.
I do.
I have these new glasses.
Going around the room, you can sort of see like there's a whole pile of sort of tanning racks and everything sort of set up. Essentially, this looks like an area that these guys have settled in as a place to hold up when they're hunting in the mountains.
And they only just started getting attacked by the Flaming Skull. And they've been here for a while.
They've been hiding out in this one room that until you went through, the doors were closed on both the other sides.
Okay. Interesting. I'll leave
But
that to
now
the
they're
people smuggling
very
to
dead,
figure out.
and
And yeah, unless they've got anything better than my stuff, which I'm doubting they do, I'm just gonna basically find a corner and go to sleep.
not much in the way of like they had no real need for
Yeah.
money or anything like that. They live
I pad out my armor so it's nice, a bit warmer, and
and there's some bedrolls already laid out because this is a place where they also slept.
oh, fancy! You mean not sleeping standing up in my armor?
Yeah.
I'll sleep laying down in my armor.
How do you get back up while wearing your armor?
Oh, was there anything in like the statue's head?
I just roll over them. It's like a turtle initial.
Well, the statues, it's fallen forward, and like the head case is all sort of cracked open. Inside there was basically just you can see the remnants of the little little trap door, and there was a little stool and like a small little set. Sorry.
Boo! Boo!
Bad joke is bad.
Yeah, okay.
Essentially, all the bits and pieces you'd require for longer periods of time sitting guarding.
Fair enough.
They're guards.
Guards.
It's like a crossword puzzle in the corner.
I finished Sudokus.
So yeah, Robe is Magic AF book that you just got.
Do you tell me it's magic AF?
That's gonna be the next.
I don't think
question.
anyone's asked.
You looking at the book as well?
Yeah. Super, yeah.
Flicking open, it has all the trappings of a wizard's tome
Fuck yeah, it does.
with a whole bunch of spells in it.
Ooh, you could get some useful spells.
I'm gonna get Mytham spells. I'm gonna look for that fucking banishment first.
Oh, and he had a teleport there as well.
Hey,
I
yeah.
get teleport.
Give me an intelligence roll because you're sort of having a flick through at the moment. I'll give you a decent intelligence roll. I'll give you more.
That is plus.
You're not supposed to. Because basically you're flicking through, doing the quick.
Just like
Yeah, you're doing the skim read, like reading the titles as you flick through the book.
Just straight intelligence.
Yes, please.
18.
18. Okay, so flicking from the front towards the back, you've got Detect Magic, Identify, Magic Missile, Shield, Tensor's Floating Disc, Alter Self, Darkness, Detect Thoughts, Heat Metal, Invisibility, Mirror Image, Phantasmal Force, and Suggestion. Counterspell, Fear, Fireball, Banishment, Dimension Door. That's what you get with an 18.
Okay.
Identify, motherfucker.
I remember in games when it used to be like you would rarely find magical spells, but all the equipment you would always like pretty much want to keep because like you'd find magic.
It's just going to take him a long time to sort of. He's read the titles of them, so he knows those spells. It's going to take him some time to study through them, transcribe them in his own sort of in his own writings across into his own book. Like each of those is going to take some time, and that just gave you the spells up to the 4th level.
And he's also going to have to be able to.
There is higher.
Right. Okay. So even to know what higher level spells.
That's just within 18. Oh, if you want to give me another roll to dig further in, this is just you sort of flicking through, and that's what I want to.
Yeah. Yeah. First things first. I'm going to. I can take time with the book. Anything else in the room? The flame skulls. I'll check out the naturalist part of why he wants to check out everything. All of the humans are humans. The wolf was a wolf. All that sort of stuff.
So checking out. So start from the top, and I'll give you the respective bits and pieces as you go along. So what are you checking out first?
In that room so far. So the anti. How are we spelling that? The Antiog.
It's OTYUGH. Is how it's Otyug.
Okay. All right. Maybe put that in the chat. All right. So I got the face of that. We'll just say that I
That's a good study on that one.
Yeah.
Like, that one there is established dead, and
If you want more knowledge on it, you can ask Nalak about it because he wouldn't have summoned it if he didn't know what it does.
or lost control of it, of course.
I didn't lose control. I purposefully went, all right, I'm going to.
You can go away now. Oh shit, it didn't go away.
Yes, but now that I know that, I'm going to do some other things and you're going to hate me.
In order of most interesting, it's that thing and then the flame skulls. But the flame skulls, there would be less information for that floating around already. I know that I can say, hey, what the fuck was that thing that you just did? Jesus Christ.
Okay,
The flame
so
skulls?
how are you going about investigating the flame skulls?
I don't know. Why do you ever usually do that?
Would be
Probably
investigation. Well, this is something that was clearly magic as well. So
Yep.
whether you want to do investigation, or you want to do arcana, or you want to do
Look, I would say it's generally split between sort of arcana and investigation, and maybe even history as well, because that tends to be. He's a very booky kind of wizard, anyway.
all right.
He's a literal.
Give it to me in the order that you want to do it, and I'll give you the descriptions as you go.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm happy to do all three of those if you want to try and.
Yeah. Look, he's so long as no one is like real desperate to get out of the room.
Well, he wants sleep. I think a bunch of you actually want to try and at least get a short rest in.
Yeah, give him the opportunity. He's going to.
He's still skinning her.
It's going to take a while.
Human-sized fox person.
Nalak will be off trying to resummon Dave.
That's something I wanted to try and do.
Now that he's got a jar of ice.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Don't need the penis parts. Do-do-do-do.
Oop, no, wait, I'll go back for the penis part. You never know.
This is going to be a great little sock.
Gotta put an extra finger on your glove.
I call it squishy boots. So that's good. That's good on so many levels because that's Trash Fox from Mighty Boosh.
Extra stretchy skull cap.
What were you doing? Why are you?
What's your?
He's currently investigating the flame skulls.
And what's our main elf doing?
Flames goes.
Probably desperately trying to get his spell levels back.
Yeah, he burnt a lot of spell slots. Holy shit!
Told you it would be fine. We're all alive.
If we're taking
at the
if we're
moment.
taking rests, take short rests.
the first,
Honestly,
literally.
if you want to sort of take a rest inside the area where the sort of these hunters were, there is enough space for you all to have a lay down.
I like to take a short rest.
Yeah, this is literally the first room of this temple, and we.
Yeah, at the
We're
very
cutting
least,
it
at the very
close.
least, short rest and try and resummon, and then otherwise, long rest if we can.
Long rest will be a push. Honestly, a long rest in enemy territory, unless you've got some way of really barricading that and hoping like fuck no one comes in 8 hours, or notices that half the fucking the statue's been collapsed, there's an aberration buried beneath it, and all their defenses have been blown up, and they're not going to go looking for what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
Hey,
prop me
Ryan.
up against the door.
Hey, Ryan.
I'll go to sleep.
How many short rests would I be able to get done in that amount of time?
What?
How many short rests would I be able to get done before somebody actually comes?
I don't think he's going to tell you that.
Okay,
Let's get this investigation done.
Why do you need multiple short rests?
we'll see.
Nature, investigation, history, arcana, religion. That is the standing order for him investigating anything of interest.
So, nature, we'll give you, without having to roll, just use your
I'm
just gonna use your,
plus 8 to all that anyway.
just using your passive nature on that one there, because that's a thing apparently. Not natural. This has been created by some sort of magic user. This is not a naturally occurring thing. Not natural. Next one was
Investigation.
investigating wise. You you pick it up. It is a skull. Inside, it's got inside the actual brain case. There are runes carved within it. At what point? Arcana was on that list as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, history then arcana. So at that point, I would be looking at the magical origins. The runes is what is controlling this thing. So that would be trying to understand the spell that is.
Okay, so you're looking at the okay. Within Arcana, if you want to roll that one.
That isn't great. That is 13.
Okay, so Arcana, looking at the skull and looking at the runes, those runes are still active. This thing has been disabled. It's not dead.
Yeah. Whatever the spell is, it's still going.
Yep.
It just can't animate something that is destroyed.
That's what you get with a 5. This thing is
Make
it's not
notes of the
necessarily
runes and-
finished.
Yeah.
Your detect magic might still be running at this point, because it is still magic.
Yep.
Magic. 100% still full power magic.
It is super magic.
I provide useful advice and say that used to be flaming.
It's actually useful advice.
Okay, all right. I will take the opportunity to also scatter the pieces of that thing all over the fucking place, even to the point of picking up some and stowing it away. If there are any large pieces of the actual runes,
Oh, yep.
I will take those.
Sure. So you sort of just like take the butt of your knife to it and sort of crack the skull into several pieces and scatter them to the four corners of the room, sort of thing.
Yep, exactly that. Zombie rules. Don't want this thing coming back.
Alrighty.
Zombie rules.
What? We're so cool.
Okay. What are you going to be investigating next?
That would be the very large human-looking woman. She is much larger than humans normally are.
All right.
Just drank a lot of milk.
So going to the top then again for nature. This time I'll get you to roll because that's actually
That is 20 total.
20 total. Looking at her, she's 100% in the prime of her life. She was at the peak of physical fitness. She was sort of, mid to late 20s. Like she was at sort of peak of her physique. She looks like she's been in the mountains her entire life, born and bred.
But she was only human.
Sorry,
She was only human.
she was just she's a big one.
She also doesn't have any eyes for some reason.
That was weird. She could have sworn that most humans usually had eyes and didn't bleed from the skull profusely all the time, but that could have just been a factor there. She's been.
I'll make note of that in case that comes up again. There is another, like an eyeless, bloody human. Like, maybe that's a subclass of humans.
Yeah, that's what you get out of that. Is she's natural, born and bred, big mountain woman.
They grow on big up here in the mountains.
Being on the mountain.
Your type of woman.
Any point going through the rest of it? Investigation, history, arcana.
Since you're not even from this plane, probably not.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Jesus.
Like if you were from at least this plane and like this area, you may have known of like tribes of sort of larger mountain people or something along those lines. But since you're out of everyone the most fish out of water of this group, I think it's probably
Yeah, I can't argue that, but at the same time, that kind of cripples his entire bit. Really. That's like I got +7 on a bunch of stuff I can't do shit with now.
Oh no. Well, it'll still become relevant from time to time. This is just a situation for this particularly regionalized bit of information.
Fair enough.
All right. You're sleeping.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
You
There's
wanna-
no point me investigating anything unless they have
And you
better
wanted to
weapons.
crack some hit dice? Anyone else sleeping want to use hit dice for the time being? They're more than welcome.
No, I'm full health because nothing hurt me.
Same.
I gotta fix that.
Was I the
Nalag.
only one here?
Yeah.
Narlag, after having taken a short rest,
That wolf was doing dumb shit to me and never actually did it.
I'm going to summon a mind witness.
A mind witness.
Yes.
What in the fucking hell is a mind witness?
I would
So,
assume something that
It
witnesses
falls within the
minds.
purview of the Summon Greater Aberration spell.
Okay.
However,
Why is there a however?
because of how mind witnesses work as per the law, I've read up on this. After the spell fades, and you made this, they can't disappear, but whoever they're in direct communication with, they will change their alignment to and become friendly to. I summoned a second one. I got 2 buddies. That also means that we can all communicate. Well, I can communicate with everybody at like 600 feet telepathy range.
See, broken
Without issue.
things.
Ryan controls them though.
Yeah, but they're my buddies now. They're friendly towards me.
I was gonna look up what mine. Damn, you to pick something out of Volo's. Telepathic hub. Alright, cool, that's pretty cool. They got eye rays?
Yep.
Oh, god damn it. Aversion, fear, psychic. Oh, nuts. Alright. I think I found I've created a weird way of you getting familiars and unfamiliars.
Like, I'm happy for them to just go, no, we're staying in this temple. Thank you very much. But yeah, thank you for that. Until Strahd disappears, they stay here.
Awesome.
Or they die.
I feel outplayed on this one slightly. Were you doing anything about Dave?
Yeah, I'm gonna go off into a corner and try and resummon him.
Alright. So, you do the whole ritual, laying out the large area with all the incense. You have enough incense with you to do this?
I would have bought some more, yeah. So there goes 10 gold, but yeah.
Alright. Similar way as I described it last time, the floor within the bounds of the ritual circle sort of ripples, and coming up from beneath the surface is the Don Squiglione. And the first thing he says to you as he gets up is like, "My boy, what the hell have you done? What place have you brought me to and trapped me in?
You're trapped here.
I went to go away. I can't get out."
I am also trapped here.
Oh boy.
So Dave is trapped here as well.
Very much so.
So, is there any reason to withhold my usage of him?
If this is your idea of trying to trick your way around into getting the services again,
This was no trick. I was merely doing my duty. I have been bidden to come here. I have been requested to find a holy body.
you can have Dave as long as you need him. The second the situation is unfucked, your days are numbered.
Your Golden's blessing upon you, Don.
And Dave pops up behind him, looking real fucking surly.
Don, I might add, I brought these for you as tribute.
And that is
I give him the jar of eyes.
the jar of eyes. And he sort of bobs down slightly, and starts sort of juggling this jar amongst the tentacles below him, and sort of brings him up to eye level of the main bulk eye, and sort of sloshes it around and sort of looking at a couple of the eye stalks, sort of like come in and start looking at different angles. It's like, you could at least get me interesting eyes. Half a dozen human eyes, a dog eye, is that an Otiog?
Indeed, boss. There was a foxman thing. Unfortunately, the eyes were destroyed before I could collect them.
You destroyed the eyes of an Arcanolith?
A what now?
Sorry, Arcanoloth? Sorry.
I haven't heard of that one.
Foxman, cast magic.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about that?
Sure.
What am I rolling?
Wisdom to think of this. Actually, Arcana if he's talking about magical creatures.
Arcana? So that is 12.
Yeah, you may have heard the word, but you don't know of any sort of description of it. But essentially, you're right. Those things are rare.
Unfortunately,
And you say the
our,
eyes were butchered.
our monk decided to skin it and take its fur.
You keep an eye on that one. He knows something if that's the case.
I don't believe so.
He took the skin and broke the eyes.
I don't believe he knows anything.
If that's the case, I think you're probably more stupid than him. Because if you think that someone would just blindly go along, destroy the eyes, and take the pelt of an Arcanoloth,
He did it because
You're
he
an
was
idiot.
cold. He skinned it for its fur because he was cold.
that's what he told you, right?
He's not very subtle. He's a genius. I'll inform you if I notice anything.
Smash cut, Rin like draping it around his neck. puts the head hood back over, adjusts his glasses.
Looking at his reflection in like this amber door is like polished a little bit, so it's got a bit of a machine. He's just looking at himself like,
No, I got you.
you know what? I get this vanity thing now.
Doing like a tiny minor illusion of you right in front of you for you to
Now.
see how you look.
Changeling, what is your suggestion on what I do in the meantime? Do you have any idea what the business is doing without me there?
Keep yourself hidden. Try to find ways to communicate with the outside world. I'm doing the best I can to do our Lord's work. This temple has been evacuated of its main occupants. If you wish, you can establish a base here.
And he sort of starts looking, because you're in one of the little side rooms that the guys to
I'd be off like as far away as I can possibly be.
It's essentially the room with the well in it that Wayu was in. It's probably the next closest defensible spot where you can do one of those. And he's sort of looking around, is like looking down.
Not by
far.
accident.
Sorry.
That was not by accident.
And he's sort of like looking down one way, looking at the place. The eye stalk's going on. I was like, how much of this place have you cleared out?
Only 3 rooms? 4 rooms?
This place is bigger than that. There's a whole other level below. You can see the hole down there.
I'm aware. We're going to proceed through the rest of the temple.
That's probably a good call. Before you offer me a place to stay, probably make sure all the rats have been cleaned out.
We'll be doing it, Don.
Well, it's up to it then.
As you wish.
And he sort of
David.
awkwardly looks around like, huh. And then sort of just like shimmers slightly and then sort of disappears from sight.
I don't think Nalag's on the up and up at all.
I head back with Dave.
Wouldn't Dave have known the whole deal with Barovia? Because he's
We've-
been there when.
We've only just established that.
That things don't get out.
Yeah, but he was there when we figured that out.
Yeah, he also would have, like, everyone, like, Nala would have known about Barovia. But,
You
like,
know that
he
you-
would have assumed that, like...
Not much. You've got to remember one thing about it. If you're on the outside of Barovia, not much information gets out because
You
not
know-
many people come out of there.
Not really.
Yeah, but he was trading with the Vistani before that, and he would have known, oh yeah, nobody really leaves Barovia except for the traders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that still gives a hint that
I mean,
things get out.
Everything else aside, this is the fundamental nature of this whole campaign.
Mm.
That nothing leaves here.
Anyway, back to the group.
With Dave in tow.
Hey there, guys.
I'm asleep.
Oh, good. The monster has returned. Hey,
And Dave.
Zing!
Hey boss, what's with the 2 squiggly boys?
Wiggly boys.
Whoa.
Oh, this is your
Oh, them? Those are my, new assistants. They're going to be protecting us as we rest.
I almost prefer. Can you go back to the thing that
what
you
are
were
these fucking
before?
things look
rather
like?
than
Once
this elf?
Casimir's gone, we'll be doing that.
what do they look like?
They look like a weird mix of an Illithid and a Beholder. They're basically what happens when Illithids capture a Beholder and then put one of their...
I know what you're talking about now. I think I've seen a picture. Oh my god, that's not nice.
No, they're fucking horrifying to look at. But they do what I say.
I don't like it, Ryan.
Oh.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I'm not
Why
sure.
why must you insist on making more horrible things?
I did not conjure them.
You did.
I summoned them. I did not create them.
Okay.
They will be protecting us in our sleep, and then they will remain here forevermore.
And
Will
not
they-
protecting you in your nightmares.
Will they?
They'll be there at all times, watching you as you sleep.
I hate it. I hate all of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm asleep right now and not seeing this.
But yeah, they're gonna stand guard and like protect us from any flame skulls that might come back.
Mm-hmm. Sure
We
they
will.
will.
They will, because they're friendly to me. Because that's how they do. They change their alignment to whoever they're in most common contact with.
The bits of flame skull that you weasel away yourself, where did you put that?
Oh god, it's got a form on him, isn't it?
So in a like essentially this hat.
Okay, so it's sort of sitting up.
Yeah, like jammed into like he doesn't wear the hat, but like jammed into the point of the hat, and then jammed into
It's
a
your
backpack.
pretend bag of holding.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
You now have a second skull on top of your skull.
Does something nice happen?
Why do you never come to us with nice things, right?
I'd let you like put together a good plan in one session, and it worked really well.
Wait, we had a plan? When was that?
It's the episode of editing at the moment where you guys kill
Oh,
the
right, yeah,
vampire
yeah.
spawns.
Yeah, that
You
was
put
a-
together a plan, and it worked.
That was a good
Yeah.
fight. That was a
But-
very good fight.
Sort of after the sort of first hour of some people are sort of laying down having a sleep, Narlag sort of wanders off to have his. Well, this is before Dave is back and everything. So,
You can turn into Ghost Rider.
Rin, what are you doing? Are you just sort of watching out on things?
I'm having a short rest.
You are having a short rest.
He's sitting cross-legged with his draped in his somewhat gory fox skin with his staff across his knees,
Already starting to smell.
meditating.
So after the sort of first hour, you sort of hear this sort of soft dragging sound, and you hear it as well because you sort of like
Yeah, that's enough for me.
um,
I've been ready for this. Is it like that?
a little bit. It's just like it sounded like dragging
So
a
a
run
flaming
across
rest of a
town.
skeleton comes in.
What the fuck is my hand? If both of you can roll me perception.
17 plus something.
Can I use my passive perception?
Sure.
16.
Okay. You both see it. You see the point of Wayu's hat. So it was sitting down beside him when he was asleep. It's just sort of like dragging itself towards the center point in the room. And you also start seeing like this little bits of rubble in each of the corners of the room, just sort of like shifting slightly, like some pebbles moving out of the road, as like all these points are, and over the next sort of 5-10 minutes, you see like these bits of skull. You recognise them because you broke them apart an hour and a half ago and scattered them around the room. They're just sort of like dragging themselves, all coalescing to a point in the middle of the room.
Excuse me, Mr. Wizard. Do you happen to have a magical ambulating hat? I do not know what is custom for your profession.
You know what? I didn't, but now that you've said that, oh my god.
It looks like it.
Oh my god, am I totally gonna get one of those?
A walking hat.
Ambulating hat. No, unfortunately, what's happening is the skulls are reforming, and we're gonna have to get the hell out of Dodge real quick.
Mind witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking the skull.
Sure.
Yeah.
You got a sentry system for when you sleep now.
Yes, that's the whole point. We can sleep and not worry about anything.
Is there anything to
Except
attack
Maya.
yet, or is it just like bits?
It's just
sort of
the bits are sort of coming
together.
like
Well,
a
it needs to
few of the chunks of sort of
Yeah.
like Reese's
Well,
cinder
okay.
and sort of like float up slightly and like connect and
And I
stuff.
hold them just to
Refuse.
be, like protect us.
That's refuse, not refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, same word, different word.
Yeah.
I need a compelling reason not to attack the fucking monsters you conjured. There is no compelling reason not to go, what the fuck is that thing? The last fucking thing you conjured we had to kill. Why aren't we attacking this thing right
got
now?
a point.
Why are you
Yeah,
doing
kill
this? Why are you doing this? Why do you keep conjuring these monsters for us? We're going to have to kill these things soon as well.
We're not going to have to kill them.
Ross had
They
to
will
slip
aid
into
us
a
in
Rin
everything
voice
we do.
halfway through there because it was Ross getting getting angry and then Rin getting angry.
Yeah. These will protect us as
Uh,
long as I am in communication with them.
Just out of curiosity, I
that
grab
elf
the
voice really
wizard
shits me.
hat. Yep. And just hold it.
No.
All right, so-
No, it's not you. It's the elf voice. It's like, yeah.
You sort of feel it like every now and then, like the hat starts to like pull at your hand. It doesn't take much to hold it back, but
Yep.
like it's pulling like a small fish on the line.
Yeah, okay. And what happens with the rest of it? It's all still forming in the same
It's
spot?
all beginning to sort of slowly form. You're starting to see a little bit more of the shape of like the left part. The left part of the skull's already mostly formed. Part of the right eye socket has already started to form around, like the upper jaw.
Can I smack it?
Probably not a good thing.
Sure can.
I do that thing.
Yeah, you sure can.
17.
17. Yeah, that hits, and at this point it's still at 0 hit points. So basically, you smack it, and like every new joint is just sort of like shatters and like flies apart, and then just starts to sort of like float back together.
It's a time lord. It has regeneration.
Gentlemen, it may be worth just moving on from here.
Do you happen to have a mortar
so
and
they would
pestle
be
of
attacking.
some kind that we may grind these pieces up into some kind of powder? That may slow this. No?
You know what? I think I left that in my ambulatory hat. Sorry.
Am I awake at all? Like, while this is happening? Because I'd probably just get up and just start bashing it with my shield. Just like
Whoa, you
yeah, and then just start just jumping on it or something.
I feel like we haven't woken you up for this yet. If you're asleep, like, we'll get
If you
to
start
it.
making
This
battle
isn't a pressing danger.
battle noises, though, I'll probably wake up to.
Roll me perception at the point where Rin smacks it with his staff.
Oh, that's not going to be great.
2.
Nope, you're in Sleepy Town.
Yeah.
Am I away from that?
So
Am I still off doing the thing? Or?
you're still off doing the thing because that's a whole ritual.
Yeah. I realised I would have given the command for the mind witnesses to stay outside the room because nobody really likes being near them. So
They are
yeah,
terrifying,
So
yes.
they would stay outside the room, probably wouldn't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do those ones look like?
Like a
Gross.
beholder with
Basically-
less eyes, more tentacles.
Yeah.
That's what a beholder needed. Oh, excellent.
And there's 2 of them apparently.
They're
because
terrifying.
because I've set up a
Wonderful.
situation where that's allowed now.
What I want you to do is imagine the worst thing. And there you go, that's what I'm like.
Got it. Okay. And 2 of them.
I can, in theory, summon 32 a day.
Please
Imagine-
don't.
Imagine the worst thing that a
I mean, that sounds like a recipe for the thing that's doing that getting taken away by the DM.
No, I'm not
Or you
going
massively overpopulating the world with my witnesses. You cannot
to.
control
Well, there's
that
probably
many.
a limited amount of them.
Let's find out, shall we? 82 years later, you have this temple, just compact, side to side, full of these eyes and tentacles, and it's a bad look, buddy. It's a real bad look.
Yeah, I've watched that hentai. It wasn't
Yeah.
great. It was actually pretty great.
I think we've all watched that one.
All right, what's your plan with Skull Time?
Take the rune section, chuck it on the ground, and fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Anything?
No, it sort of skips across the floor a little bit, and then starts like dragging itself towards the center to reform.
Yeah, look, we're probably best off just getting out of here.
Probably something like a cleric or a paladin could possibly get rid of.
What does it?
Rin goes over to Ulrich and grabs his armor and shakes him. Goes, "We need to leave this place. Please wake
What's
up.
happening? What's happening? What's going on?
We need to leave this place and
Why?
continue exploring this temple."
Okay.
You get up and you can see in the middle of the room there is floating probably about 2 foot off the ground at this point. Their skull is just sort of slowly.
The thing that did quite a bit of damage to me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's beginning to form back up again.
Yeah, I jump over and just start smashing it with my shield.
Yep. And
Why
yeah,
won't you die?
you sort of like smash it into little pieces that shatter across, and like just pounding like a collection of about half a dozen pieces just into dust, and then sort of like, you know, after about a minute, you're sort of like puffing, blowing away,
pulling away, looking at your handiwork. Probably get close to the mic. And you see that dust in the center there just start to like little pockets of it just start to collect up into small like sand-sized
Divine
grains.
Smite.
Divine Smite.
I Divine Smite that shit. Because I know it can take damage from my sword because I hit it before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Dispel Magic at all? Like, can you, like, cast a thing that'll just, like, stop
Does
magic on
22
something?
hit?
Yep.
So, well, it's
It's gotta be a way for, like, a wizard to
Oh,
do
wow.
I'm walking away. Like I'm headed towards the hole here. Well, like as I go
wait,
past, like
you're-
grab a
you're-
quick handful of the dust.
this. You're headed towards the hole where
Now,
Nari is currently doing
it's
the ritual.
undead or a fiend?
Ew, you got a ritual in a hole?
Or is it undead?
It is undead.
Is it? Okay, so it takes another d8 of damage. Nice. So I rolled 9 on my normal damage and then 8, 8, 6 on the Divine Smite. So 20.
20. So yeah, you
So
basically
28,
like
or 29. Sorry.
wham down on this thing like and
The full
it's
force
sort
of God.
The whole room sort of reverberates. You sort of see like the concussion wave coming away from the center point. The whole floor just like dust lifts up and then drops back down. again.
Rin's like, well done. That was a very nice hit.
With the full force of Mars.
and yeah, like all this skull dust just like flies off towards the walls and just like hovers there, and you like take a breath,
And, it's gonna
and then
come
it
back,
all
isn't
starts to like.
Yeah, maybe we
towards
should
the
go. Yeah, that's yeah, we should go. Unless the mage can do anything. But let's go.
Hey, is there any way? So this room we're in, this the sleeping quarters. Is there any other ways out of that room?
There was a door on the other side.
There was 2 doors.
There are so many doors.
Yeah.
So
All
many
of them
amber
are
doors.
amber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a blue door. That's all I'm looking for here. Something pink.
We need a blue key first.
Okay, give me the full rundown of what you can see outside. Through the doors where the flame skull came in to attack you, you've got a long corridor with arrow slits along the right hand side, and there is 3 doors down the left hand side and another set of double doors down the far end.
There's so many places to go in here.
There is
Before we go
lot.
through all of the doors, I would make the pitch that we go up on top of the platform and go through the door that the fox guy was headed through. He seemed to know what he was doing and where he was going.
Because it's either that or the only thing I got left is lightning.
So like we're not killing the skull. The
Yeah.
skull is it's almost magic.
It's
It's
immortal.
almost
spell.
like it's magic.
It's almost like it's magical.
And unless anyone else has a better idea, I posit that we follow where the fox dude was going. He seemed to know something.
And he looked very nice while doing it.
Oh, it's still dripping gore off, yeah. Well, I mean, he at least was trying to get away, so I mean, he thought that was a good way to go get away. So, sure.
Well, how about we save exploring the next little phase for the next session? But I think that's probably a good spot to leave it for the night.
All right, we're doing like one room every month at this rate.
Well, let's face it,
You got a fair clip.
you really actually did like 4 rooms in one fight.
Yeah, because we opened up, some doors.
Sorry, we opened up some doors.
yeah, because someone else opened up the other door, not
The only
me.
reason there was a fight in the first place was because Narlag sent out Dave to go do something and didn't spot a guy.
Yeah.
And then Dave died.
And now Dave's back.
Dave's not. Well, Dave's here, man.
And that's this week's episode of the Sunday Sessions. You can email the crew at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Isolated City Gaming. And if you like what you hear, tell a friend. We're available across a lot of platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and on YouTube. Just search for Isolated City Gaming or the Sunday Sessions. Catch you out there.